and a small hot coffee for just $5. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
While the Whos of Whoville were laughing and eating, the Grinch from his lair sought to wreak havoc on their season. He thought, how do I ruin their holiday meals? A plan sprang to mind, which he enacted with zeal. Dill pickle seasoning on fries will make for a green surprise. They'll be shocked with these loathsome odd socks. So if you want to experience the Grinch's mischievous meal, head to McDonald's and show him how you really feel. The new Grinch meal, now at McDonald's. At participating McDonald's while supplies last.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Planning holiday get-togethers means making tough, last-minute decisions. But preparing the perfect meal shouldn't be one of them. So let the Fresh from Florida Club help. Members can browse hundreds of recipes, from sweet corn and sausage stuffing to Florida spiny lobster bisque, each with local, in-season ingredients to create and save holiday menus ahead of time. Visit freshfromflorida.com and join the free Fresh from Florida Club. It could be the easiest decision you'll make all year.
This Sports Spotlight is brought to you by Capital One Venture X Business Card, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports. Did you know that track and field legend Florence Griffith Joyner's world records in both the 100 and 200 meters still stand more than 3 decades later? In 1988, FloJo ran her 10:49 100 at the Olympic trials and her 21:34 200 at the Seoul Olympics. With the Venture X Business Card, you can earn unlimited double miles on every purchase. Big purchasing power means you can spend more and earn more. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
If upgrading your windows or patio doors is on your holiday wish list, Renewal by Andersen has the perfect gift for your home. During their December sales event, buy one window or patio door and get the second 40% off. And for the first 50 customers, enjoy a free True Scene screen upgrade for added clarity and insect protection. Plus, Renewal by Andersen is making it easier than ever to say yes. 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Their Acclaim Impact windows and doors are built for Florida, designed to handle heat, humidity, even hurricanes, all while helping you save on energy bills year-round. And with their smart sunglass, you'll enjoy natural light and comfort without the heat. Candace says, my window project with Renewal by Andersen completed today. Very professional and hardworking team. I love my new windows. Thank you, RBA. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Offer ends December 31st, so don't wait. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. I think we got to jump on this.
What's John Daly think?
I think you got to grip it and rip it.
Grip it?
And rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are solving the unsolvable. Our transplant experts are using new technologies like machine perfusion to increase the number of usable organs, reduce waiting times, and allow more patients to receive life-saving liver, heart, kidney, and lung transplants. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
The News Junkie is on.
The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day.
The news junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, December 11th, 2025. Lots to get to today, from Venezuelan oil tanker drama to Time Magazine's Person of the Year is a flop again, and details about the Michigan football coach's night from hell, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
C-Lane is out. Hello, Josh.
A good day.
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is record a dispatch over on the website. It's thenewsjunkie.com. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Yeah, ready to party, thinking of C-Lane.
I know. Yes, I don't know when his appointment is, but I think it's soon, if not now. So he's under the knife before too long. I'm sure everything's fine. It's gonna be just fine.
Sure.
Question mark. No, it will be. They do this all the time. It's a very, very common thing. We do have a lot to talk about today. Big thanks to everybody helping out yesterday for the bike drive. What a great event. What a successful event.
It was beautiful.
And it's the staff at Real Radio that and iHeartRadio in general that is able to pull this off. So congratulations to everybody. Hundreds of bikes pulled together for these kids, and then we'll give you more information when it comes around about where your bike is going and all of that stuff. So it's really, really fantastic to see.
It was a good time for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed around for a bit to build some bikes. Turns out the smaller the bike, the more of a bitch it is to build.
Hey, I was wondering this after I left. Did they ever finish all of the boxes that were behind them that they were building?
They did eventually, but at one point I text Jack and I said, "Hey, put a call out for someone to come help because
we need more people."
There was just tools everywhere. There's a couple bikes that don't have the mud guards, so
my God,
I know,
unbelievable.
We can't have that
with mud season coming up. It's going to be a bit tough, but. And it was beautiful to see yet again another year a sea of bikes that are going to be under Christmas trees this holiday season.
Yeah, I think that's just absolutely fantastic, and great job to all involved. All right, let's get started as we always do. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great big wide world of ours. And we go to Ohio, where a very shocking 911 call comes in. This is a really wild 1-2 here. The one beat is the 911 call laid over this police officer who's responding to it. And the 911 call is from some mother who's freaking out. Mom goes, "There's a 300-pound man who's trying to break into my house right now. And he's destroying everything outside. And if you don't get here soon, I'm going to kill him." And the lady on the 911 line is like, "Don't threaten people on 911, ma'am." And she's like, "I'm going to kill him. He might be my son, but if he comes in this house, I'm going to..." Whoa. Okay. All right.
Failed to mention the son part.
Yeah. So that's the 911 call that's overlaid with this police officer responding. Let's jump in and get started.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
Address.
Listen, if y'all, I need someone to come deal with this drunk. He's torn my whole house, my whole yard up. I'm not letting him in.
So she said, "I need somebody to deal with this drunk," I think. Yes. He's tearing up my whole house, my yard, my house, all that stuff. And she says, "It's my son."
It's my son. If y'all don't come take this dude, I'm going to put a bullet in him. He's a 300-pound bully.
He's a 300-pound bully piece of S, she said. So, yeah, and I
very
like how...
quickly mentioning that is the fruit of her.
Yes, yeah. I mean, like, crazy guy, I'm going to kill him, but by the way, he's my son. And the 911 call operator's like, "Do not threaten people, ma'am."
Oh.
All right?
I'm blowing him back out of it. He's breaking everything off my house.
Wait for it.
What's going on?
Come get this drunk and tear my whole house up and turning off my windows out. Y'all come get him if you make it through the door. It's my
Wait
son.
for
If you make it through the door, I'm putting a bullet in him. So y'all come deal with him or I will.
All right, the police officer's responding.
He's trying to get the okay.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the officer in the middle of this call, this dramatic response, tries to blaze through a stoplight, but the vehicles were not stopped going the other way, and she runs full on into this truck.
God.
Oh, that person's not okay, right?
Yeah, no, the truck driver didn't survive. She did, though. I mean,
of course.
She was cruising at this incredibly high rate of speed, and this woman just days ago survived this whole interaction. The Ohio State Highway Patrol is leading the investigation now.
I thought the whole thing when emergency vehicles were in pursuit or headed to an emergency, that the lights change like way ahead of time.
I've heard this before, and that's why, like, of course, I'm hanging out with people when I'm young who go, the lights change when the emergency vehicles go by. So if you flash your brights a whole bunch of times, it'll fool them, and you can make the red light turn green.
Okay, but then more of a modern take was like, you can buy the box that changes those lights on eBay.
Yes, and probably didn't work. Maybe it did. I don't know, But these people were supposed to stop. But you know how people are about this, man.
I mean, that was quick. There was no break on her part, I guess. Like
she just went into the intersection, and she probably should have hit the brakes. I'll do one more time. The officer is Caitlin Robinson. Let's go on that ride one last time. We should, I think. For those of you watching, take a look. For those of you not, I'll put it up on See It Now. Guys. The crash is so unbelievably hard. It's pretty wild to consider that anybody made it through that. But we'll put this up on See It Now. Take a look in just a moment on the website, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. Let me get the screenshot that I'm looking for. Boom! Beautiful. Looks amazing. Ready to go.
Thumbnail.
God. Have you guys ever been in a high-speed car crash like that? Have you been in a crash anywhere?
Yeah, not at a cross, but it was on the turnpike, and not fun.
That's scary.
And thank God no other cars were involved, because we did a pinball through all the median, or the concrete tiny walls on the turnpike.
Yeah,
End of story. I'm okay.
I'm glad you made it.
Thank you.
It's frightening at that speed, no matter what you're driving or what's going on. I mean, there's so much momentum and weight and mass and all this, and then it just comes to a halt like that.
And thank God I had my seatbelt on, because if not, I would not be here to tell the tale. I'll tell you that much.
It's more obvious every day that we should all be wearing our seatbelts whenever we possibly can. But the other thing is, I have no idea what happened with that woman and her son. I don't have any clue.
No, she killed him.
Yeah, she said, taking too long. And his mom goes, all right, well, we got to do what we got to do.
Looks like justice is in my hands now.
It looks like it.
And looking for a new landscaper and window installer.
Right, just destroying the outside of the house. Good God. Join us on the show with your thoughts on anything we talk about today, as per usual. All you have to do is go over to thenewsjunkie.com. You'll see the links to send a dispatch, or you can send an email, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Nothing to worry about, not like we got war brewing or anything, but the U.S. has seized an oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela.
Yeah, I had a fun convo with my neighbor about that this morning.
Really? That came up in a conversation with your neighbor?
Which neighbor do you think?
I'm guessing the one that's been problematic in the past.
We've been getting along, so I'll give us that. Okay, and they were very nice. They gave me an early Christmas gift, or it was
what they give you?
Late Halloween. She brought some pecan butter from not Florida.
Yeah. Okay.
But the dog was in my yard, and I was like, "Get that damn dog out of my yard!"
And then she's like, oh, gas is getting cheaper. Want to know why?
Did they just randomly throw out Venezuela?
No, they had asked. And, if this, I feel like it's now going to come back to them because I've said too many details. But where are you going to go for the holidays? I'm going down to Miami because that's where my family's from. I didn't know that. then they asked something that has to do with Cuba. I said that's where my family was from until they moved to Venezuela, and that was the key word. That was like,
Venezuela!
thank God we're doing something about all those drug dealers.
My neighbor's a narco-terrorist.
I feel like you could wander out in your backyard and just drop little tiny bombs. Like you'd be like, what about China? And the neighbor just pop out of the bushes like, oh, China, okay.
I didn't realize that Venezuela was the key word, but then I have to go back to what we do every day for work.
Yeah.
And Venezuela is the trigger.
Well, we got one. We got a Venezuelan ship that was supposedly illegally bringing around some oil
And
or
they
something.
didn't blow it up?
They didn't blow it up. I'm watching right now. They released some of the footage of this, and it shows our like Apache helicopters landing on top of this oil tanker and taking over. They just rappel down.
Are we the pirates?
We are in this case. We're the pirates.
captain now.
We took over for the Somalians. Take that. And dropped onto this ship and took the ship over. And now we've got the ship. What we're going to do with it, that's kind of a big question. And in fact, I think we've got audio of the president talking about that in a moment. But they were able to successfully take this ship that they say had like sanctions against it for illegally selling oil to Iran and some other countries, I believe. That was the claim from the U.S. military as they did this.
So we keep that oil?
Well, that's a great question. That's what they asked at the White House. Let's listen
Finders keepers.
What happens to the oil on this ship?
What happens to the oil?
I guess. Where's it go?
I'm sorry.
When you have to follow the tanker, you're a good newsman, just follow the tanker.
Do you know where
Follow it. Get a helicopter, follow the tanker.
Is it sure he's going to
But I assume we're going to keep the oil.
All right, they assume we're going to keep the oil. I don't know. I haven't thought of that far out yet, but he's like, you're a newsman. Get your crew, get a helicopter, and follow the tanker.
You're the president. How do you not have that information?
They didn't think that far down the road. They were just like, take the tanker, figure it out afterwards. And two more clips to fully explain the situation with the Venezuelan oil tanker. This was a former leader in Venezuela who is now in hiding, basically. Maria Corina Machado is her name.
Found her.
And she was at some peace event getting an award, and she's hoping for democracy to make a return in Venezuela and stuff. So they asked her about what happens if the U.S. comes in and invades Venezuela. Here she is.
Yesterday, the U.S. seized a ship outside the coast of Venezuela. Would you welcome a U.S. military intervention in Venezuela?
Uh-oh.
Look, some people talk about invasion in Venezuela, the threat of an invasion in Venezuela, and I answered, Venezuela has been already invaded. We have the Russian agents, we have the Iranian agents, we have terrorist groups such as Hezbollah, Hamas, operating freely in accordance with the regime. We have the Colombian guerrilla, the drug cartels that have taken over 60% of our populations, and not only involved in drug trafficking, but in human trafficking, in networks of prostitution. This has turned Venezuela into the criminal hub of the Americas.
So she says we've already been invaded, not saying she doesn't want the U.S. to invade.
So much of that, like the very first part, all of the listing, I feel like the prostitutes were like, come on.
Why do we need to get lumped in here?
Nothing to do with the drugs and the bombs and the stealing of oil and the, Hamas, but okay, lump us in there.
What I'm about to show you, though, Sabrina, is I want to assure you real, because the current president, in air quotes, of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, after the ship was seized, held an event. And this is for real what happened at the event. Now, he's got like the farm worker's hat on, he's out there in front of the peasants. He's the man of the peasants and stuff. This is the current leader of Venezuela after all this happened. I kid you not.
Don't worry. Be happy.
He's singing again.
La 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 la.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Be happy.
La 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 la.
I don't know if that's how that goes.
Just peace, not war.
All right.
What was the last part?
Peace,
Just
Not
peace,
war.
not war. Yeah.
He got sassy.
Okay, all right. So we'll see how that works.
That was better than his cover of Imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I got to tell you, that's not how the song goes. Josh is right about that.
He did remix 3 songs. One, I believe.
Like, what was he doing in the first little part there?
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Be happy. La, 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 la.
Don't worry. Be happy. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's a soccer song more than anything. I don't think it's the old, is it Billy McFadden? Somebody McFadden?
He just died.
No, Billy McFarland's the guy.
That's who I was going to say.
Yeah. Don't worry.
No, don't worry. Be happy guy just died, I thought.
Did he?
Bobby McFerrin?
Got it. That's right. Bobby McFerrin is the guy's name.
Is he dead?
He is 75 years old.
Not dead.
Not dead.
Okay,
Sabrina killed him again. He's alive.
Don't worry.
Yep.
He's alive.
He's
Ole,
alive.
ole, ole, ole.
For now, he's alive.
All peace, no war.
Such a bizarre way to respond. So, folks, I don't know, war maybe. I have no idea. We're here to watch all the things happening on planet Earth, and today's one where we got a lot to get into. So we'll do that. Stay put. We'll talk about what you have to say. We have big responses to these teenage social media bans. You're going to love some of the clips from this. The kids are telling the adults what's up. All right, wait till you hear what one of these teenagers has to say. 6'7", unfortunately, will be making an appearance during the show today as well. I hate to say it, and a whole lot more. It's all coming up next on the News Chunky.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3.
Hello. Folks, welcome back. Sorry about yesterday with no stream. We were out doing a great event. Cameraman, if you don't start waking up on time, you will be fired so fast. I will send you across the wall and into the Waffle House, and you will never work in this industry again. Thank you.
This report is sponsored by
We are back. We are live.
Where appliances last longer. Cleaning is easier.
I owe you $2,000 of Beast Bucks. Okay, I'll pay that up soon.
Can make this a reality.
How does the stream look today? Any comments on the stream? I upped the quality quite a bit. It looks like the system is taking it just fine. I don't see any hiccups at all. But we're at 60 frames per second, and we went from 6,000 kbps in our stream quality to 10,000 kbps. I don't know if it looks better or not, but Dave says, poor cartels. Wow, wow. Looks way better than yesterday? True. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Looks way better? Looking damn good? Looks good? Same as the test yesterday? Okay. Yeah, we tried yesterday, but it's just not going to work that way. You know what I mean? When you have 3 shows that do a radio show and a video product at the same time, having the turnaround happen there and keeping things up to the quality that I expect is just not happening. It's not happening. Looks good, looks great. Jeffrey says the stream is great, but the lighting shows you a little dark. Jeffrey, a little dark here or a little dark here? When I'm sitting over here, the camera's on this. A little dark SCO mic or a little dark Hubble cam? Which one? Let's see what Courtney says. She just got back from Publix. Hello? I'm going to tell them how you keep going around the house saying, I'm saving money, saving money. Saving money, saving money, she said. Saving money by spending money. Your animal got lost in here.
Look at this.
Wait, hold on.
I've spent $15.29. I saved $18.29. How does that not match?
We got another one of these. Another one. We might as well just plaster the walls with them. You spent what?
$15.29.
And you saved more than you spent?
Yes.
But that
I'm like one of the couponers on TLC.
That doesn't mean you didn't spend money. You still spent money
on something I absolutely needed because I was 100% out of it. And
I don't care about that.
You.
All I'm saying is, you said I saved money.
I did save money.
You saved money, but you still spent money.
I saved more money than I spent.
But we didn't make any money off of it.
I got products that I will not use.
Get out of here.
No, lady, don't get out. Protest. Lady's staying in here.
That's not how math works. You still spent money even though you got a better deal.
Idiot, because I was out of it, so you would have bought it whether or not.
Did you look at the stream?
I can't tell.
You're too busy
going
to Publix to pay attention to the stream?
I already came back.
You say it looks exactly the same to you?
I can't tell.
They all said it looks better, and they might be lying.
They watch you more. I don't watch you as often.
Because you're too busy going to fucking Publix all the time.
If you want, I will go to Publix again.
I don't want you to go to Publix again.
You know I can browse.
I know. I've seen it happen. Lady, you're not getting a cheese ball. What's wrong with everybody today? Yeah, get. Could you do it any slower?
Look how sad she looks.
Okay. I got one. I got one. Say hello to the people. Say hello to the people. We can't do a cheese ball though because it makes you fat and that's not good for you. We want you to be healthy.
There you go.
All right, one cheese ball. That's it. One cheese ball. You pushy little bastard.
Just throw it out here. Here you go, buddy.
See you later.
Hey. I'm gonna save some more money.
Yeah, that's not how it works. Jesus. Sean's grumpy today. I'm not grumpy. What the? No. I'm not grumpy today. I'm trying to sort out what's going on. Okay, we have 2 minutes and we're back live on the show. Don't worry. I don't think Maduro's going to be singing Don't Worry, Be Happy too much longer. You know what I mean? I think they may find themselves in his administration with their hands even more full than they could have imagined. Totally grumpy. I am not grumpy. Grumpy and cheap? I'm just trying to teach basic math in this household. Courtney goes to Publix almost every day these days. And now when she comes back, she's like, I saved money, saving money, saving money. And I'm like, you didn't save money necessarily, even though you got good savings. You got good bang for your buck. But it's not as if we just made money off of that. 1 minute. Anthony says, Sean is right. Only way you actually save money is to not go to the store in the first place. I mean, that's how the math works for me. Although, we did get stuff that we needed, I think. All right, we're coming back. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Our 10,200 kbps, 60 frames per second, 1080p should be crystal clear today, baby. Sit back and enjoy the ride. We're coming back live.
Holiday Soundtrack. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and search Holiday to start listening.
What were some of the memories from your USO tours?
That nobody knew who I was, and they were like, why do we have to say hello to this guy?
Recently on the Good Stuff podcast, we sat down with our friend Bradley Cooper to talk about his deep friendship with host Jacob.
He was there when I found out that I was going to have a baby.
You showed me the picture. You're like, what's that mean? And I was like, oh my God.
And how they've been there for each other through the hard times.
And I was able to sort of walk Jacob through some stuff.
Yeah, next month I'll be 8 years clean and sober.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search the Good Stuff podcast, and listen now.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
High diving face first into the world's most viral newsroom. This
So good to have you. You can learn more about the show. It's not really hard to do. You just go over to the website, which is at thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. We've been talking about the social media bans, and you're kidding yourself if you don't think this is going to be widespread across most of the world in the next handful of years. I mean, it's happening. Like Australia pushed it through this week. It's very popular in Australia. I think we said yesterday 75% of adults approved of this ban on teenagers on these social media websites. The teenagers are responding, and I love what they're doing. I think it's kind of funny. I'll play that for you in a second. But following Australia's lead, Denmark has said we are banning social media for kids 15 and under. And also, what was the other country? There was one more, Malaysia, I think. Malaysia has come forward and said, we too, we're taking the teens off of the social medias. The internet is changing in a major way in terms of access for younger people. And this will undoubtedly be happening in the United States. We've already seen this in certain states where they've tried to ban kids from being on these platforms. And there's a lot of weird stuff about this. I mean, one thing that I see,
they're acting like the kids can't get around it.
Well, that's one of my favorite parts, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But one of the graphics I saw about what's banned and what's not banned for some of these teenagers shows how it's kind of dumb, right? Like, it's like, okay, Facebook on this graphic I'm looking at says banned. Instagram banned. Kick, the streaming service, banned. Reddit, Snapchat, YouTube, X/Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and Threads, all banned, right? All those social media platforms banned. But you're not banned from Discord, which is where a lot of bad stuff does happen, honestly, on the Discord chat service.
I know.
A lot of that stuff goes down.
Gets involved in some bad stories.
Tell me how you're banned from Facebook, but not Facebook Messenger. How does that even...
what?
You can't be on Facebook, but you can be on Facebook Messenger, and you could be on WhatsApp. So, like, all the kids are just going to flood over to WhatsApp. Or, alternatively, as Sabrina was suggesting, they're just going to keep doing what they're doing. And I loved how in Australia, this teenager was talking about the prime minister and literally talking to the prime minister, sitting down at a table with him, Anthony Albanese, the prime minister of Australia. And she's like, just so you know, kids are just going to find a way around all this.
It's a bad idea because we're going to find alternates anyways.
Yeah, well, that'll get found out too.
He said that'll get found out too. Hey, yeah.
The way they zoomed in on him felt like a scene from The Office or Parks and Rec.
It did, actually, yeah. My favorite part about this is imagine the hubris, okay, that it takes to be this old-ass dude and think for even a flash of a second that you know more about the internet than this young girl who's talking to you. Because I guarantee you this man has no clue when you compare the two. The younger people grow up from cradle to grave. They're on this stuff, and they know so much more. And this guy's like, we're going to find that out, too.
It's a bad idea because we're going to find alternates anyways.
Yeah, well, that'll get found out too.
Yeah, we'll find that out too. We'll get it all.
We got him.
Good luck playing whack-a-mole for this, because one of the stories I saw today said Australian teenagers have found various ways to skirt the world's first social media ban. One of the ways to do this is with the photos or videos that they have to post to verify their age. They've found if you just frown in the videos, that it will approve them and think that you're older with your serious sad face. And so they're all like, all right, 18-year-old showing up here for my social media interactions. And they just do a frowny face, verifies it, they're online. This is like a pie in the sky idea. Now, stuff like this does need to happen, I think. But I think it's so hilarious that a lot of these adults are like, we're going to find the way. When you get the workaround, no, you're not. You 100,000% are not. All these kids, well, a lot of these kids are still going to get online. And that's why you have to get to the source of this. Until you get the parents to take a vested interest in their children's online lives.
Mr. 4chan.
You're not going to make a dent here. The problem is parenting has used these digital nannies these digital child care providers in all of these different apps and stuff. And they've outsourced a lot of these moments where you're supposed to keep your kid entertained by just giving them technology. And then all the other kids have technology. And then you go to school. And if you're not connecting with all the other kids, you're being left out socially, like sort of digitally ostracized. And so all the kids find ways around this. You did it. I did it. Everybody else is going to do it moving forward. It's crazy to think otherwise. So there's more on the way. Australia, Denmark, and Malaysia all saying, kids online, see you later, sucker. If you want to be on social media, it ain't happening around here. Let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. A ton of people chiming in today. Somebody says about yesterday's discussion of not only the end of the penny, but paper checks. They said they're going to get rid of paper checks in the United States of America, perhaps.
I feel
this person,
a lot of people going to get screwed over with that.
Old people are definitely hardest hit by this one, the oldos. This person says, if you asked me 2 years ago if I cared about being able to write checks, I would have said I'd written one check in the past 8 years. However, today I'm at 8 checks in the past 2 years to save on service fees or get the company discount for paying by check. The screened-in patio that I had put on my home last year was 5% less because I paid by check. My service station charges between 1% to 3% extra depending on payment method. You can skip the sponsor name if you want, but I got a 3% discount on my new HVAC from Mills Air because I paid with a check. Nice. None of these gave or give me an option for Zelle or Venmo or any of the apps. So a lot of the places out there will give you a discount if you pay by check, which is about to be eliminated, because if you don't pay by check, you pay by something that has a fee usually.
Exactly, and we saw it with the restaurants earlier this year or late last year. That was a huge news story that restaurants that had to, use debit or credit card, they were like, hey, we're going to include now as a line in your receipt the service charge, unless you pay in cash. That's your price.
Yeah, and you can't get around it. Like, you have to pay it if you want to use money. So hearing today that they're going after checks is distressing because I'm sure the option for no fee will silently go away, and then I'm paying 3% more for everything. And she's right. I love the show. Hope you have a great holiday break, says Christine. She's absolutely right about that. One of the problems is people, and you got to get in touch with, like, folks who are struggling out there to really understand things. People think that stuff is too expensive. It's been expensive for, 10 years now. Stuff is still too expensive. And all of these kind of moves can make things even more expensive because it cut away little deals that you might get for paying with these methods, i.e. paper checks. Tell us what you think. Should they just get rid of them? Is it time to move on? What should we do? Send a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com right now. All right, let's see what we have here. Here is the Brown Pony talking about the internet ban, I think. Let's see.
Do they have a description of what exactly a social media page or entity is? Because I feel like the next $1 billion idea would be to come up with something that just stays right outside the guidelines of being considered
that's easy.
A social media platform. And boom, billions of dollars are made. Just an idea. I'm too dumb to come up with it, so I'm sure someone else out there will.
I like knowing your limitations. I am too dumb to come up with the rest, but here you go. Well, you can see what's banned and what's not banned already. You could be like, all right, well, we can't do what these platforms are doing, but we could do what Discord is doing. We could do what Messages is doing. We could allow teens to message each other like WhatsApp and stuff. We allow them to do all those things except for like publicly post things. Which, how long until they go, well, the messaging thing is a problem, too? I would say probably not that long.
Something with Snapchat, was it not? Every time we bring up a teacher has been, caught having a relationship or a sexual affair with a student, it all started, for the most part, with exchanging nudes on Snapchat. That doesn't seem to be on anyone's radar.
Some sort of, anything where you could send people messages is going to lead to some sort of behavior like that for sure. It's going to be a problem, but let's see what everybody thinks. One more for right now. Here's a little Irish with a dispatch.
Guys, so I've discovered that my toxic trait is that in my head, I think I can do the old person voice that Sabrina does at the same level that Sabrina does it. I've never done a voice in my life, and I have tried that old person voice multiple times, and I sound like a crazy person.
I want to hear it.
Same.
So yeah, it's a problem. I don't even realize I'm doing it sometimes. I'm just in my car like,
I am grabbing that.
Let me go back just a little bit there. Hold on.
So yeah, it's a problem. I don't even realize I'm doing it sometimes. I'm just in my car like, it's awful. It's awful. And I really feel like I'm going to get it one day. And I'm not. I accidentally did it in front of my teenage daughter, and she didn't talk to me for the rest of the day.
All right. Well,
if it makes you feel any better, it's like an automatic thing. Almost like when you say bless you after someone sneezes, even if they're 40 feet away from you.
Like if I said there's a 92-year-old woman. Yeah. See, it's just
reflex.
Years of
Close
reflexes.
Your throat. Yeah,
it'll do that.
Imagine all the stuff I don't say on the radio, but that just repeats in my head all the time.
I like that she can't do that, though, and she's really dedicated some amount of effort and time.
I know it's not Monday, but if we can have your rate my old people noise.
That's put that on the list for a potential
Josh,
next
can you start
rate
a
my
list,
blanks.
please?
I don't know how to make a list, actually. I never learned.
Josh, remember this for when we forget and then we text you randomly during the show.
What was
We're
that
like,
thing?
what was the thing that we were going to do, which will probably be on Monday?
Old people voice.
That's right. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we'll maybe hear some more old people voices. I got a way for you to make a whole bunch of extra money. And here's what it requires. Doing something that we all went absolutely crazy for years ago.
All right.
It's coming back, and it could bring some money into your bank account. What do I mean by all this? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Peace, love, unity, respect.
I would wear my knuckles down to a nub punching people in that place.
Oh, I thought it was just because you drag them.
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And our Thursday does feature sunshine, but also some noticeably cooler temperatures. Plan for a high of only around 67 degrees. That is well below our normal high of 75. And we'll also see some gusty winds with gusts up to about 20 and 25 miles.
Hey, everybody. Welcome behind the scenes here at the show. This is what we call Skull Mike. Question for you. I was thinking about this year. Cameraman! Hey! I am going to lose it today. This is absolute insolence. You know what I'm doing? Didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do it. Yep. Yeah. Right? Did we learn a lesson? Okay. Hang on. Don't ever do that again. Next time you're out of here. Anyhow, you abandoned him yesterday? I abandoned the cameraman for one day, and it's Slopfest 2025. I was trying to ask you guys a question, okay? So I was thinking about this year and the show and the stream and progress and where things are and where they're going. And I started thinking about how long has Skull Mike existed? And I didn't realize, I think Skull Mike is only like 9 months old. So Skull Mike, just the mic portion, just the microphone portion, was invented this year, as far as I could tell. And the video element of Skull Mike, with our lazy ass cameraman who's about to get fired, was invented like maybe 6 months ago or so, maybe even less than that on the show. Cam is fuzzy, gone to shit. What happened? Is it fuzzy right now? It looks fine to me. I remember it's new and I freaking love it. I didn't know how long it had been around for. I was like, well, have we done that? Have I had the skull mic thing for a couple of... No. I was thinking forever and ever, racking my brain. I said, so we do the syndicated show. I've seen so many people do the stream stuff and fail because the streaming audience demands more attention. The streaming community, if you really want to build it right, demands more attention. I said, can I make something innovative? Can I program software so people in chat can play games during the breaks? That might be fun. What can I do with that? And then I realized, let me just talk to them. Let me just open it up so we can keep going, baby. Camera image is looking crisp and nice like a cold winter blue sky. Well, we're not giving the cameraman any credit for that, okay? What we have is an incredibly lazy ass dude who won't get out of his chair for anything. He runs this like he doesn't even care about keeping the job, and he's lazy. He's lazy. He needs to get up out of his chair every once in a while and do his job properly. One minute. Okay, we're coming back. It's blurry, kind of like what Lawson sees every evening. Not true. Sean did dispatches 10 years ago. Now it's called talkbacks, and iHeart didn't pay him shit. Well, they asked me, can we use your dispatches on all of the stations? And I said, no. They said, okay, fine, we'll do our own thing. We'll call it talkbacks. Okay. Here we go.
To receive the nomination, the Onward.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
We really appreciate it.
I'm so excited.
iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Building brighter futures, one classroom at a time.
I'm certain it's going to be well spent. It takes a lot of tools to make our program run.
And we're just getting started. Help keep the momentum going and nominate a teacher who's made a difference in your life at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
The game of magnets, taking over the world one terrible person at a time.
You want to make some money? I bet you do. I'll tell you some details on a new way that everybody's going to be trying to do that here that's going viral in just a moment. Learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. Let's walk down, if we can, memory lane for just a second, okay? Let's walk down memory lane. Let's think about something. Let's go in the time machine, okay? Let's take it back.
I'm ready.
I don't know where we're going. I'm trying to put the time. 2018? 2018. All right, we're in 2018.
That was a fun year.
Was that the year? I got to figure this out first, Sabrina. Was 2018 when everybody in the world was playing the Trivia HQ and what was the other one? What was that game?
That didn't last very long.
Remember the competitor, though? There was, because Trivia HQ was this big one, and everybody started downloading this app. And we would literally be there. Sometimes Sabrina, Seelane, and I would be sitting at the bar.
Because it would be right after we ended the show. And then people were...
It was various times per day, right? It was a couple of times?
So HQ's trivia, it was a couple times per day, you're right. And it was... So the Q Cash Show is the one that I'm leaning towards.
Cash Show,
Is that it? Or Fleetwit?
No, I remember the Cash Show, I think, might have been the competitor, possibly. And for a while, at these particular times, everybody would be pulling their cell phone out, all of these younger people would be playing along to these trivia games together.
It was that one dude.
It was the one host, like the trivia daddy or whatever the hell his name was, Scott something or the other.
Trivia father, Scott Rogowski.
Oh, got it. There we go. Josh gets it. Okay. The trivia father. Everybody would be playing these games live, and it was a phenomenon. So much so that people are breaking things because they're upset that it doesn't exist anymore. What are you, Milton? What, you throwing the stapler around there? What's going on?
My elbows, did not agree.
Well, what's crazy is we all know that was such a big thing. It got so big, The Rock was coming by and making appearances. There were celebrities that were dying to be a part of it.
The grand prize was it not in the millions or hundreds of thousands?
So. Yeah, they had some big ones that they would do, and everybody would try to win money each night and allegedly had a shot at it. But then it disappeared. It all disappeared. They stopped doing that until now, friends. Okay? Because I have not been paying enough attention to this, but Netflix is getting into all sorts of business out there. If you're a Netflix subscriber, there's probably stuff that you can do that you don't even know you could do. I was talking to Josh the other day because Josh plays video games from time to time, and he was telling me, I was like, Josh, you can play video games like Red Dead Redemption on Netflix? And he goes, yeah, you can play them. And I'm like, you can play a video game on Netflix? I know.
Sean.
Have you ever played a video game? What percentage of people you think listening right now have ever used their Netflix to play a video game? One? Maybe?
I did see it, and I was playing for a little bit Luna Plus, which was Amazon's video game, and it came with a controller. I'm still grandfathered into their monthly price.
Yeah.
And I just, last Brightline I took, I brought my controller along with me, and I was able to play many a video game on my laptop.
I've never played a Netflix game, and I guess they just like, it's cloud gaming. So all the computer stuff is happening in the cloud, but you're playing the game in real time. And so the video games that your kids play and stuff, you can play a lot of them along, and Netflix has some of them. Netflix is pushing more of this, and they just announced something called Best Guess Live, and it's now a weekday mobile game show bringing back that sort of live game show thing.
Come on down.
Every Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, people can play along to win thousands and thousands of dollars of prize money with Howie Mandel and Hunter March. Not familiar with him. I don't know him, but it's every single day, a live game that you can play along with all these people. There are 2 puzzles per episode.
So
the first puzzle is a bit easier, so the prize is smaller. The second puzzle is a big payout, but will test your brain. And you do this puzzle live with everybody else.
Netflix.
It's like Wordle / Trivia HQ, / the live gaming type things. And Netflix has just launched this.
I could have sworn that I just saw HQ Trivia and Scott
Rogowski
pop up on TikTok like it was coming back.
No, really?
To that I say, because I have not confirmed it, Netflix, can you chill out for a little bit?
They're doing a lot.
We're taking over everything, it seems. And I'm getting a little confused as to why am I paying, starting in the 2026 year, too much for stuff that's now combining?
Well, now they're going to tell you, Sabrina, that you got to pay more for Netflix because you got video games, you got movies, you got TV shows.
But what did they just take over?
Warner Brothers is what they're trying to take over.
Because now we're seeing, I'm seeing a little bit of the teasers of like HBO Max stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see that with, what's the other one that just combined? Wasn't it like Paramount and something else?
Paramount, yeah. Paramount's platform with
CBS.
Time Warner.
Are they going to be quiet about it? And those of us that have the separate streaming services going to just double pay? Because I'll tell you what email I did not receive. Instacart Plus and Uber Plus have all been in cahoots for years.
There's too many pluses. There's too
So
many
I've been
things.
paying for both services that give you their perks for no reason, apparently.
Really? Well, it's all going to get more and more expensive. We're
I'm
gonna get nickel to
excited.
dime.
Let's play a game.
Because Best Guest Live, hosted by Howie Mandel, which hilariously, the story that I'm looking at says, of Bobby's World fame. And I'm like, hasn't he done some other things that you could...
No.
I mean, I know
he's
Bobby's
reaching
World. Bobby's World is a good time. It's fun little intro on that one, but I
Sing
would have
it.
thought of something else. I don't think it has words. I think
Okay.
it's like, bum, 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 bum. That's The
Bobby's
Simpsons.
World.
I was doing The Simpsons. I forgot how it goes, but it's like Bobby's on a little like scooter thing or like a go-kart. He's moving around.
That's
Anyhow,
Simpsons too, but...
they got to get the money that helps them pay for this Best Guest Live show on Netflix, and it's going to come from your pocket. There's no doubt about that in my mind. It will be happening. You will mobile game. You will pay more. You will Netflix. You will not disconnect. You will not become a pirate. But you should.
Arg.
You probably should. Let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch. Maybe you're fed up with all this. Maybe you love it. Maybe you're going to play. Whatever your thoughts are, go leave your message right now at thenewsjunkie.com.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's play one or two dispatches while we have just a moment. Here's somebody saying we need to keep these kids off social media. Yeah, I mean, okay. Let's see.
What's up, junkies? I think banning kids from social media is probably the best idea that's ever been had in the past 5 years, period. When we grew up, if you had a bully, you went home, you didn't have to deal with them, period. But having somebody bullying you in your home through a media platform
exclamation point
is way too easy nowadays.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's not that I disagree. It's just that, well, I mean, I guess I do disagree. I guess I take it back. I guess I do disagree. And here's why. While the world is saying, how do we get kids off of social media? I'm saying, okay, that could be good. There are many reasons why this is bad for kids' brains when they're this young. I can get behind some of that, but I think technically in my worldview, I believe it should be done via the parents and getting parents more involved in kids' lives, and not banning stuff like, big government stuff. But with that all said, I would be much more fired up and interested about banning adults from social media. All right, because the morons that I see on display every single day, filming themselves, stealing stuff, doing all sorts of illegal things, making life worse for all sorts of individuals that just so happen to live close to them when they have a TikTok account they want to make viral. I'm more concerned with banning a lot of adults to start social media. Voting would be next. That would be the next thing in line because, God, man, there's just a huge problem out there.
Oh, my God. But you would lose your mind if that happened to you, Sean.
If what? If they banned me from social media?
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
they
why
put
would
you in
I be
timeout
banned?
before, and you talked about it as soon as it happened.
I've been banned. I've been banned from various platforms from very minor things. I've never posted anything bad, not once in my life. I've been banned for stupid things.
What was the stupid thing?
Years. Oh, I don't know. There was a news story one time I posted, and it had a young guy who touched an electrical line in the middle of it, and then the footage was too much, I guess. Like these kind of things where it's not really anything bad. I'm talking about people online who are just dumb and still have internet access. It's one of the problems in America. I don't think internet access is expensive enough yet. I think we need to price some of the absolute lunatics out of the internet access, and maybe that will improve things.
Can we test them first so everyone's prices don't go up?
Maybe.
Yeah, and you act like rich people aren't dumb either. Not all, but there's certainly some, or those that have access to money.
It's not that rich people or dumb people are the problem necessarily. It's just that really, really low class people are the problem.
Oh.
And so it was like shooting fish in a barrel if you aim for particular groups when you're trying to look for some of these like low class people. I don't mean poor people. I mean people who don't have any respect for anybody else on planet Earth. People who are antisocial, no manners, people who are like monsters who who are mean to everybody else online and offline, those kind of people. That's who I would aim. I'd rather have them than the teenagers off some of these social media platforms. I'd rather have the very political people. If I could hit a button and delete every major super partisan grifter political person from social media or every teenager, I'm hitting the grifter button. I'm pushing it every single time. What do you think? Let us know. Send a dispatch over on thenewsjunkie.com right now. I can't help but think this is a bad idea. I'll save this when we come back. I mean, there's a lot of Christmas ideas that are great, and then this one is just, it's so bad. It is so unbelievably bad, but we'll share this idea that a lot of people are apparently doing for the holidays, and you shouldn't. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's never been easier to listen to Real Radio 104.1 wherever you go. Make us your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app.
Keep an eye out for a crash off to the shoulder. I-4 eastbound before World Drive. That's slowing things down just a bit, but not causing any serious problems. You're going to run into some familiar delays slowing you down through that Lake Buena Vista area. Traffic's piling up on Florida's Turnpike southbound before that Hancock Road exit, but it opens up past that exit there. You have no issues. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by SuperSure.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly.
I'm back, baby. Welcome behind the scenes of the show. Let's fire up chat. I've got a very disturbing story next. Very, very disturbing. We've got a dangerous Christmas trend that some very small minority of people are taking part in. Three minutes and we're back, everybody. Hey, Nicole, how are you over there on YouTube? Hey, weed consumers, yuckers. Tam Jam, how are you? Hey, how's everything going? Good to see everybody on board for a Thursday. And just so you know, we got Thursday, Friday, all next week, and then that's a wrap for 2025. That's it. Thursday, Friday, well, today and Friday, and then all next week, and that is a wrap for 2025.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions. Hey, everybody, Chris here.
An update on the roast front. Was swamped with a million things yesterday. Sealand's working on the trailer, which I think will be done by Saturday. The website update goes live tonight at midnight, which has a new video on demand section that allows for the video specials and all of that stuff. And I'll be working more on the final roast edit. Director's cut is done. Everything should be done for a launch of the roast. You can watch at home. If you have a promo code, you can use that and start watching. It should be ready to go for Monday. 2 minutes. I'm going to have some TNJ withdrawals. Well, 2 solutions to withdrawals while we're not live. 3, really. 3. One is listen on iHeart. We have best of the entire time. 2, subscribe to Secret Shows for even more content. You got over 440 or so shows uncensored. Or 3, go on YouTube, back into the streaming archives, pick a show you didn't see, hit that one, and roll it back. Yes, I have a promo code. Yeah, it'll be all set for you. You'll see the thing for the roast on the homepage on Monday. You'll click the button. You'll see where you can buy audio and video. It'll say apply promo code. You hit that. You'll enter your promo code, and it'll grant you access. Or Discord. Yeah, you can do that. Hello? What's that thing you're doing? Stop doing that thing. It's spooky. I got 1 minute.
Okay.
What do you need from me? You must need something. Okay, love you. See you later. Get out of here, bitch. Just kidding. JK. Yeah, let's do 12.
Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. Your direct line to the heroes that saved Canada that one time.
Believe it or not, you can watch the show. I know it's crazy to think about in 2025. But it's possible. Go over to youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. I can't take any more of this 6-7 stuff. And the reason why, once again, it's not the kids' fault. It's the adults' fault.
Yeah, they're ruining it.
So, like, the kids do the 6-7 thing, and then the adults are like, we don't get it, so we don't like it, and it's stupid.
No, not because we don't like it, because we don't get it, so we're going to put it on a T-shirt.
Oh,
and
we're gonna
triple down.
And we're going to do worse. We're going to do even worse because one of the things I saw, let me see if I can bring this up. This is a perfect example of exactly what has gone wrong with all this stuff. Again, it's not the fact that your kids or anybody else is doing the 6-7 thing. It's that the adults decided like, oh, man, we too think everything is annoying in the world and there's too much politics and et cetera, et cetera. So we are going to get in on the 6-7 trend. And we're going to be like, look, kids, look how cool this is. The adults are ruining the thing that the kids had going on. Now, the kids have other things going on that I don't necessarily support, which we could talk about later. Because I hear at high schools and middle schools across the United States of America right now, there's a viral game taking over that is called Diddy Tag. And the kids are tagging each other and saying, you're Diddy, and then everybody has to stay away from Diddy for the rest of the day at school.
It's kind of like regular tag. But they're just calling you Diddy.
Cooties of your time.
It is much like those things. Yeah, it's just a morphed version.
Poor kid I went to middle school with, last name Soto. And if he grazed anybody, it would be Soto germs. And
poor little guy.
He's an adult now.
Yeah,
poor adult.
I mean, I thought maybe the bullying made it so he Benjamin buttoned or something. He never grew out of
That's
it.
called killing yourself.
That is unfortunately the outcome that happens for
bullying
some of these kids.
Is bad. 6-7.
This is the school embracing this and, again, ruining it for the kids. I just wanted to bring this to you from ABC 7. Here we go.
A parent, especially if you are a teacher, you have likely heard kids shouting that 6-7 for no apparent reason.
Absolutely. It is an internet thing that has become a bit of a disruption in classrooms. So one local school district has decided if you can't beat them, join them.
My God.
Our Leo Star shows us how in this ABC 6-7.
Saw that coming.
No.
I did it in my head and I did not say it in the radio.
Why not? You know what? This is the moment to take a stand. I don't remember if you guys saw this famous clip. There's a famous clip on MSNBC back in the day. And one of the women who works for MSNBC, she's now married to, I think, the Joe Scarborough guy who hosts Morning Joe. And her name's Mika Brzezinski.
Yeesh.
And Mika Brzezinski was on MSNBC, and that she was reading the script for the next story she was supposed to do. And the script on it was talking about yet another Britney Spears story, I believe. And she took out a lighter, if I recall correctly. I might be wrong on some of this. And she burned the Britney Spears story script in the middle of the show that she was doing.
Okay.
You don't just have to blindly parrot whatever is on the screen. And that's what this lady's doing. She's like, it's our 6-7 exclusive.
So that's how in this ABC 6-7 story.
6-7.
It is the 67th day of school here at Chaparral Elementary School.
Oh, God, it's so cringe.
All pumped up because of
6-7.
Okay, so the kids are
students and even teachers sporting shirts blazing with 6.
The teachers have it. The kids have their faces painted. There's what the hell?
I mean, if they're having a good time, I guess.
Are they? They seem to be, though. They do, but maybe I'm missing something. Hold on, let's see.
7. All of the schools in the Claremont Unified School District joining the 6-7 fun.
6-7 balloons.
Class at Chaparral Elementary today. All the equations adding up to 67.
Oh, God.
What's the point? That's the easiest math class ever.
If you don't know it until you do the math problem, and after the fourth one, you're like, oh, the rest of them are 6-7.
This is where education has stopped at. We're now at the point where in education, we're like, hey, the kids can't count or read. Let's make all the answers to the problem 6-7, and we'll solve it here.
Glass half full. They're like, the kids hate us, so let's just have fun with this. Now, this is where we come in.
Mm-hmm.
Have we not started the rumor that 6-7 means something vile?
That hasn't happened yet. Not yet. But it's probably an op in the works,
That's
I would
6
guess.
murders.
Uh-huh. Or if they said
7.
If they said it's like 69, but this is different, and then
but someone's taller.
Sure, yeah, something like that is happening. It'll all end real quick. Hang on, let me go back to the school and whatever they're doing here for 6-7 day.
6-7. Ask them a question, and there's only one answer.
Made so much merch.
6-7.
Oh, I hate it so much.
We normally do activities for like the 50th day and the 100th day of school. So we were like, maybe let's do the 67th day of school too.
During the lunch hour, students playing all sorts of games which center on 6-7.
Like 67 seconds to get a cotton ball and a spoon to get across.
The terms
I can't do it. They literally spent so much time building an entire day around this thing.
They either ban it and ruin it, or they jump on. Or the little kids love it.
Board.
This would not work in a high school, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I can't hate on it.
Could this shut down Diddy Tag if the school goes, it's Diddy Tag Tuesday? Everybody get in on the Diddy Tag
Someone's getting fired.
You know, the answer to all the questions.
Oil count.
It's Freak Off Friday, guys.
Freak Off Friday is perfect.
I'm
You
glad
do
we're
Freak
not
Off
teachers.
Fridays at school. Diddy Tag is the outdoor experience. The answer to all the questions is Diddy that you have on your test. And then they're embracing the trend that the kids are playing.
Sure. Okay.
I don't know if that's the answer, if ignoring it is. I only know that this is nothing new. They'll always have these things. It wasn't Diddy Tag when I was in Crestwood Middle School. It was hillbillies versus rednecks.
What?
Which sounds like a pretty limited selection now that I think about it.
Turns out we're all in the same place. Bing, bing,
It was
bing, bing, bing.
hillbillies versus rednecks. I think. Am I getting that wrong? Somebody will know.
I have no idea. Is that like
It
a
was a
tag game?
It was a game. And no, you chose when you were at the school, what team did you want to be on? Did you want to be on the hillbillies team or the rednecks team? Unless I got those team names wrong. And then when you chose a team, then during the breaks between classes, if you saw somebody from the other team, you had to start punching them. And you start punching them in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
Gang warfare.
And you'd be like, oh, guys, I saw some hillbillies over here, man.
We
Get
had
'em.
blood versus Crips.
Kinda.
At
like
my
that.
school, it was just the chokeout game where all the kids came together to make each other pass out
Mm-hmm.
and to cut off some oxygen to your brain to make
Still
you feel
popular.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but still popular to this day. Shirts versus skin tags? No, that's not it. No, that's this is a whole different gang there. I think it was hillbillies versus rednecks, but I might be wrong about that. And it was the dumbest thing in the world. And I'll never forget. Like, we all thought we were so cool. Not when we were playing the game, but when everybody was told to sit down in class, and there was a campus announcement, like all school announcement, right? And at the all school announcement, they said, "We know what you're doing. We know you're playing this game, hillbillies versus rednecks, and you guys are punching each other. The next 5 people who are caught playing this game after class will be immediately expelled from school."
Expelled? Not even suspended or demerits?
Zero tolerance for you punching each other in the name of this game that you're playing. And they were absolutely against it. They didn't embrace it. This is more violent, so I get it. But we'll see what you think about all of this. Let us know. Maybe you had your version of this too. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. We all have our traditions after all, right? Some of them are good, some of them are bad.
Smoke weed in the car before class.
A lot of kids do that. They still do that. You know, that's still as prevalent as it ever was.
They vape now.
I would guess that it's still prevalent. Now, there are lots of trends around the holidays even. Show of hands on the show here, which is the perfect thing to do on a radio show. Who currently has a Christmas tree up in their house? Christmas tree up. That's Sabrina.
I got 2.
And Josh. It's me too. All of it. We are all Christmas treed up.
You have 2?
I have one main one. Courtney wants another one now because she wants a silver one. And
yeah, you need one in the East Wing.
I don't know. She's like, we could put it anywhere. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I want another tree.
I have one that's from like 1980 something that my dad gave to me. And I mean, it's crusty. But
still good, though.
Now it's the pet's Christmas tree.
We got to try this. This is the way they do it in Switzerland. I'll play this for you folks who are watching. For everybody who's not watching, I will put it up on See It Now because it's a visual. When we talk about something that's a visual on the show, it goes up on See It Now so you can see it. They did their ceremonial lighting of the tree in Switzerland. Is very different there. They don't use lights that you plug into the wall. They don't use those. Here's the way they do things. All right, let's take a look at this. Here we go.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
All right.
They light them on fire.
Let's go.
It's candles on the Christmas tree, and the whole
in a closed old ass church made out of wood.
A wooden church. They light the candles, and the candles all light up on this Christmas tree, and it's real fire that's burning.
That seems bad. I'll tell you what. Us Florida kids, when the Christmas tree is dead and gone, that fire is massive. Like
what
the
happens?
Bonfire is huge. Pine needles.
True that.
Are pretty big time. Flammable.
But what happens when all the candles burn down to the bottom?
Christmas is over.
so's the venue. The whole thing is done with. I'll put this on See It Now. I guess this is their idea of how traditionally things should be done. You may take issue with it. It seems like a safety hazard, so I'd back you up on that one. But let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. All right, I'm putting that up on See It Now, and then we're going to go into a couple of dispatches, trying to get a better about working in at least one or two of those here and there. Christmas tree,
Swedish crazy
fire. Okay, Christmas tree. I did it wrong. Fire candles. That'll work. That's up over there. Over on.
Good one.
It won't make any sense tomorrow. Christmas tree fire candles, but today you're live over on thenewsjunkie.com. Look at the See It Now section, and you can see what we were talking about there just moments ago. All right, let's work in that one dispatch as promised. Here's Mo Manji, the realtor, saying adults should be banned from social media. All right.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well.
Thank you.
Sean, I agree with you that we need some adults to be banned from social media. And I have a question. Maybe you have an answer for this. I thought Alex Jones was completely banned from any kind of social platform because of his lies and stuff like that. And I still see this guy broadcasting. What's up with that? Like, I'm not 100% sure. Thanks. Bye.
He was banned from everything for a while. from everything, Alex Jones was banned. But now I don't think that's the case. I don't know what platforms he's up on. My thing is like, I agree with Elon Musk on this. I think that there are laws, right? So if you do something that's illegal, then you should face repercussions and you should be banned from platforms and stuff. If you're out there filming yourself driving 150 miles per hour, drinking down the road, posting that online, those kind of things, like laws that you break, defaming somebody, et cetera, those are the things that people should be deplatformed and banned for if they are violating actual laws. If they're not, and they're just what we deem like offensive, whether it's off to the left or the right or anywhere else politically, if it's something we deem offensive, I think that it's fine if they just reduce distribution. Like, don't be a platform that makes this stuff go viral. Make it so it's still there. They still get to post it. You're just not assisting them in spreading this message any. So I think that's where allegedly Alex Jones was supposed to be relegated to, but it doesn't sound like that on your feed. It sounds like he's still getting around, and perhaps that's the case. I don't know what he's up to these days. I just know.
Sorry.
What was the clip that I had? He wanted to eat his neighbors.
Does he still?
I'll admit it. I will eat my neighbors.
Yeah,
that's classic. Does he still have the Hitler mustache, or did he shave
I
that?
didn't realize he was doing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he said it drives women crazy.
6'7".
Of course, yeah.
I can't even walk in the grocery store anymore.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to you. Your feedback is rolling in, and it's important. I got a bunch more clips to get to. We got a warning for the holidays about AI kids' toys. What are they saying to your kids? You wouldn't believe it if you missed this, but you're not going to. I hope not. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
the Monsters in the Morning.
Yeah, you got to get them a rampon.
Anyway.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
You won't run into any serious accidents affecting your ride this afternoon, although you might get caught up in some slowdowns on the major roadways here. Florida's Turnpike southbound before Hancock Road, there's congestion. It's stop and go on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and Apopka Vineland Road. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by SuperSure.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly so you understand your options. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
That mortgage guy, Don, stand-up guy who's part of the Real Radio family, and that means he's taking care of your family. You can also tune in to the Home Loans Radio Show every weekend. Saturday mornings, he's answering your questions live on the air, pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business, explaining the real mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works. Simple as that. When it comes to big life decisions like refinancing or buying a first-frame home, you got to work with someone who has your back.
Stand by, folks. How are we, Chad? How are we doing? Down your head, no way. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're live every single day from 11 to 3 p.m. EST, telling you about all things viral. If people are talking about it, if it's in the world of drama, if it's in the world of news, we're discussing it here on the show. We're not even halfway through the show today. Hit that subscribe button if you're over on YouTube. One subscriber at a time, baby. Just like building bricks. Tick, 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 tick. One subscriber at a time. To those of you who are subscribed, do me a favor, hit that like button on today's stream to spread the word. Hey, Zach. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Tanya. Tanya's the best. She's great. Zach, not so much. Question for you, chat, and I mean this with all sincerity. Yes or no, do you know who Andy Dick is? I've hesitated to talk about this story over the last 2 days because I'm like, I don't know what percentage of the audience even knows who Andy Dick is. Andy Dick is more relevant now for like crash out stuff than anything he's ever done. Of course, do you know who Andy Dick is? From the Andy Dick Show. Well, yes. That video was rough. From talk radio? Yes, talk news radio is what you mean. News radio. What a great show, man. Love that. Joe Rogan, Andy Dick. I forgot the program director guy's name from Kids in the Hall. Phil Hartman was on that. Oh, God, what a great show. That was awesome. Andy Dick's a weird fella? Yeah, I think you could say that. It's sad, man. His whole story is like that. And the rumors in the industry were that Phil Hartman's wife had a major drug problem, and she had just gotten kind of away from it a little bit, and Phil Hartman and his wife are like trying to build bonds with one another, and Andy Dick hung out with her and got her to do drugs again, and that was the drug binge that she was on when Phil Hartman came home and she killed him, I believe, inside their house. And so Andy Dick has always had a troubled life like that. From the accusations that he raped some dude not too long ago with a live stream component to it, to him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame just sitting there all drugged out. It's terribly sad. 2 minutes and we're back live. So it seems like most of you at least know, for better or for worse, who Andy Dick was. And now the latest stories are ODing, he OD'd, he's smoking crack, he's doing... It's like so many other stories. Unless this person actively wants to turn their life around, it will not end well. It will not end well. I miss Phil Hartman so much. He was amazing. God, yeah. Very true. Phil Hartman of The Simpsons, News Radio, Saturday Night Live. God, what a great voice he had. Really the best. I was concerned that my ex-wife was going to kill me as well. I would not drink a coffee if she made it. I'm glad that you're saying ex-wife. I'm glad that much is clear. That was a smart move. Caveman Lawyer, true. Absolute classic banger. Caveman Lawyer. All right, we're coming back, everybody, live on the show. Here we go.
Open the app and search Holiday and find Magic 107.7, Orlando's Christmas station. Plus stations playing specialized holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, plus tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and search Holiday to start listening.
What were some of the memories from your USO tours?
That nobody knew who I was, and they were like, why do we have to say hello to this guy?
Recently on the Good Stuff podcast, we sat down with our friend Bradley Cooper to talk about his deep friendship with host Jacob.
He was there when I found out that I was going to have a baby.
You showed me the picture. You're like, what's that mean? And I was like, oh my God.
And how they've been there for each other through the hard times.
And I was able to sort of walk Jacob through some stuff.
Yeah, next month I'll be 8 years clean and sober.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search the Good Stuff podcast, and listen now.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
This, I was like, I don't know, but maybe more of you are aware than I had imagined. Let us know what you think about this when we get into it here in a moment by joining us with an email, tips, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com. Andy Dick is a name that I thought I was like, whoa. I wonder what percentage of our listeners have any clue who Andy Dick is anymore, because he hasn't really been in stuff. Right?
I mean, we've talked about him, but every time it's been
something bad.
He's doing or saying something nuts.
Right. Yeah. But during the break, I was asking people, I was like, how many of you are familiar with Andy Dick? A lot of people, at least on the chat side of things, are familiar with Andy Dick. And I'm sure later we'll get into more of what was going on in his whole situation because it's been a fiasco. But I will tell you about that type of person real quick. I have seen this in my years on this planet more times than I would like to admit. And there's something disturbing about it and infuriating about it. Andy Dick is a terrible person, all right? I have enough information to say that with all of the authority on planet Earth. He's a terrible, addicted human being, and you could say his addictions and the monsters associated with it are to blame, but I put personal responsibility on people too, and he's done some pretty gross, disgusting things over the years, all right? And just not the least of which is probably leading to the death of the beloved Phil Hartman. I don't even need to go down that particular rabbit hole, but not the least of which is taking Phil Hartman away from us. That's just sin in and of itself. But Andy Dick is this type of person that you'll run into, unfortunately, during your journey here in this game called life, where they're so addicted to everything, but they never seem to die. And I mean, I know people who are like the worst people you could ever imagine. All right. I got somebody in particular in mind. That's just like the worst human being that you could never imagine. I've never talked about them on the show at all, and I won't mention them by name here, but somebody that I knew was being incredibly abusive to their mother on a daily basis. Right? No. Somebody very, very addicted to drugs, constantly going in and out of jail, and adding so much stress to everybody's life around them. They're terrible, terrible, terrible person. And seemingly all the people around them would die, and they just wouldn't die. They would do so many drugs and just live through it all somehow, some way. And you're like, the bad person who just... We'd all be better off if they just OD'd at some point in time. Then they never drop. They somehow manage on through all of it. Anybody around them gets a whiff of anything and they're completely gone immediately. But they seem, some of these worst types of people, to be borderline invincible. Now, I don't want Andy Dick to die, but I'm over the thing where we pretend like somebody like that is a good person on some level. He's not. And he's been a spectacle for a while that people have just watched and kind of put up with through various different dramas that he's gone into. I'm sure we'll have some more updates on that as the show goes on, what's happening with him. But can't get away from the video of him that's going pretty viral today.
And I can't wait to show you the follow-up interview.
Is he just talking normally now? Well, here, I guess.
I think he's always talking like that.
Yeah.
It just seems like that's his character voice, but has he just always been that messed up? And this was messed up?
I mean to say, is he talking normally, considering he was completely blue and passed out on the street in front of everybody? Like,
oh, yeah. In that sense, yeah. He is answering questions and responding accordingly.
Yeah. They're invincible. I don't know how this happens. Anybody else, they do this one time and gone forever. And the people that are the worst of the worst like this, they seem to be invincible.
Yeah, tolerance is a thing?
We'll get to that in a bit here on the show. We'll see what you think about all of this with your dispatches momentarily. We have this week, it was also rolled out by the White House, the Trump gold cards are out there. They're for real. TrumpCard.gov is the website. And it says,
oh my God,
unlock life in America, apply now. And then they have a whole website about, there's a platinum card coming soon.
What does that get you? Super citizen?
Trump Gold Card for $15,000 is a Department of Homeland Security processing fee. And after background approval, a contribution of $1 million, you will receive U.S. residency in record time with the Trump Gold Card.
That's right? What it says, in record time?
In record time with the Trump Gold Card. Additional small fees that the U.S. Department of State may apply depending on the applicant. And then the Trump Platinum Card coming soon. And I've got audio of Trump talking about this in a moment. Trump Platinum Card. Foreign nationals can sign up now and secure their places on the waiting list for the Trump Platinum Card. That'll be $15,000 Department of Homeland Security processing fee and $5 million contribution. They'll have the ability to spend up to 270 days in the United States without being subject to U.S. taxes and non-U.S. income.
We're doing background checks and stuff too, or
on the first one, you have to have a background approval on the Trump Gold Card. And real quick, here is Trump talking about this at the White House this week. I believe here he is. Hang on. I think the volume's all the way down.
He's practicing being a mime.
No. He's talking. He's speaking. I just have
the other clip.
Last clip I played was very loud. Here it is.
A little description of the Trump Gold Card, please.
Sure. So for an individual, it's $1 million, and for a corporation, it's $2 million. And as the president said, for a corporation, they spend
Howard
$2 million.
Lutnick here.
They can then have an employee. Full vetting, the best vetting the government has ever done. $15,000 vetting to make sure these people absolutely qualify to be in America.
So full vetting, the top vetting, all of the vetting, and you spend $1 million and you get into the United States of America. I mean, my biggest question, vetting aside, I want to make sure people aren't terrorists or anything, but I don't mind people coming into America. I don't mind more people coming on the map. I just want them to be American, and I want them to quest to be American, not to constantly be talking about wherever it is they come from and have allegiance to the place that they come from more than they do the United States of America. That right there, that's the problem, right? When you have people who are like, still like, my number one country is the country I came from. Piss off. Get out of here then. I want Americans in America that want to be American, all right? Not a perfect country, but a great country, and one that I think you should, want to try to be part of the social fabric of. But they probably will ask that, I would guess, in this whole background check. Do you want to be an American? Are you going to assimilate? Those are big questions. $1 million per person, $2 million for a corporation, and you then get to be a U.S. citizen or a company that works here. And they built this nice little website for everything. America's Opportunities Accelerated. Submit your application, careful consideration. United States Citizenship and Immigration Services has an in-depth background check and processes to vet the potential cardholder, and then you will be approved. I wonder if you get an actual golden card.
I mean, for that
he held
money.
it up once.
I think I have seen it. Yeah, I think there might have been a moment where it was showed at some point in time. Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. All right, lots of emails coming in like this one. This says, anonymous. This is anonymous emailing. It says, hey, Sean, to tips at thenewsjunkie.com, about the January 6th pipe bomb situation. All right. Looking into the legal wording for the January 6th pardon, that Trump has technically already pardoned the pipe bomber. When he finally goes to court, that his lawyer has an argument that he falls under the broad pardon. It's a slim chance, but he can use that argument. Ask Mo. Okay, we can maybe ask Mo about that. I think that you might have some trouble with this because what this person did, I think, was technically on January 5th. I don't know if they mentioned the date in the pardon, but
that would
this
suck.
person, and this was a separate event entirely from anything that happened on January 6th, anonymous. So I don't, it sounds like a loophole, but I don't know if it's going to work in this particular case. Steve emails the show. Hey, junkies. So 6'7" is a disgusting thing. It's 16. Yeah, all right, forget it. No.
I feel like that's wrong.
No, I'm not going to read the rest of that. Hi, Brenda here. Just wanted to mention something hit me a few days ago. I was on YouTube looking for Christmas songs, and I remembered how I came across the News Junkie. It was this time last year after playing some different songs. You guys popped up, and I've been watching and liking y'all ever since. Hope my 3 best friends have a Merry Christmas, says Brenda. Well,
Hey, you signing off
you.
now? We still got a couple shows.
Thank you, Brenda. No, she's just saying it struck her that, during Christmas, she was listening to some songs, and I think she found the stream, and she's been with us ever since. That's kind of cool. Last one for now to tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. Lethal says, if they were to do an internet ban here on teens, I think it would have to be any household that claims kids on their taxes would automatically get the restricted internet at home and on the phones from their service provider. It wouldn't be as easy for kids to find a way to bypass that, says Lethal. What do you think? Let us know. Email tips@thenewsjunkie.com. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? A new study has revealed the bots of the internet tried really, really hard to make Taylor Swift You'll find out.
Ooh.
Hilary Swank is apologizing for lashing out at a mom in an airport. The kicker is she was with her terminally ill son. Plus, you'll never, ever guess who said, and I quote, "I don't mind doing a crack every now and then." All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James McGill and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Thursday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, we're gearing up for...
Hello! Folks, I need your advice on something, if you don't mind, chat. And I want you to be honest. Okay? Not next week, but the following week. We will be going on a cruise. We're going to the Dominican Republic. Going to drive around and experience the Dominican Republic. I've never been there. We're going to Turks and Caicos. Samesies. Never been there. Looking forward to checking out Turks and Caicos. Go to some other spots. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be great. However, with the weather hopefully being decent, I may be hitting the beach, hitting the ocean, hitting the pool on the cruise ship from time to time. I've got my own pool, but I don't use it that much, maybe a couple of times a year. So I'm kind of excited to do it, kind of excited to do a little swimming here and there. And that brings me to the question that I have for you, chat. The swim shirts for men. Yes or no? How do we feel about the swim shirts that guys can wear? Swim shirts, yes or no? If I rock one of these swim shirts while I'm like going to the beach or while I'm, in the pool or something, because I don't want to, want to completely take my shirt off with all these people around me and cameras everywhere. Maybe I haven't done my fitness arc, which is going to come up in 2026, baby. Haven't done my fitness arc yet. How do we feel about the swim shirt? How do we feel? They protect your skin, yes, and you are pale. As long as it's a real swim shirt, not just a tee. No, I'm talking about real deal swim shirts. Amazon has a lot of them. I've got some. Definitely a good idea. Only if you have moobs. Yes on swim shirts. Skin cancer is real. Swim shirts are for body conscious dudes. If it'll keep you from spontaneously combusted, be proud. Swim skirt? No, a swim shirt. A swim shirt. You just wear it like a regular shirt, but you wear it into the water. So if you go into the pool or go to the ocean, you're not fully taking your shirt off. Is that looked down on? Is that nerdy? Just search for a rash guard? I mean, I don't know that I'm allowed to buy a rash guard. That feels a little stolen Valerie. Sun is good for you in moderation? Not good if you're insecure. Who gives an F, especially in another country? If you're going to be fat, you have to be tan. True. I could use the tan. Next year. The fitness and tan arc. Female swim shirt, it's totally acceptable for a man of your age? What the fuck? I don't know why it's looked down on. It's not some Islamic cover-up. It's like a shirt that you just wear into the pool. Because you want to wear a shirt into the pool. It's a little more comfortable. I have my board shorts on, right? My swim trunks / board shorts. And then I'll have my swim shirt on in a wide variety of colors. And I think it'll be better. You know, it seems cooler to call it a rash guard, though. You're right about that. I think that is a superior name. Skin cancer is not good? True. Get a short sleeve wetsuit top. Looks better? What's the difference? I mean, isn't it the same thing? Short sleeve wetsuit versus swim shirt? What's the difference? All right, we're coming back for the next episode. We are literally 20 seconds away.
Supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Hundreds of all Christmas music stations like iHeart Christmas and playlists. Just open the app, search holiday, and start listening now.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Because you're never too old to learn something stupid. This is the News Junkie.
And a little Andy Dick for good measure. We'll see what is going on in his very dark and strange world here momentarily. It's that time of year. Everybody's checked out, man. I see your faces everywhere when I'm going around.
Why do you say that right before my segment?
I'm not saying you're checked out, but you probably are. I'm saying everybody's checked out. Everybody is like, in this time of year, like, oh, yeah, okay, not going to be doing that. No, I'm
2 more weeks till time off.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah. I'm just cruising to the vacation time. Ooh, an extra meeting. Don't know if I can make it to that. People are really, I think, just calling it quits as early as ever. And I keep seeing more and more of that out there. Send your examples over to tips, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com. Another thing that I saw that caught my attention, Courtney showed me this yesterday, was, have you seen the new If Home Alone was in 2025 memes?
No.
Have you seen those at all? It's all of the scenes from Home Alone where the movie would have ended immediately if it was 2025. It's like they wake up and their alarm hasn't gone off, but the power went off in the middle of the night or whatever. And nothing happens because their alarm is on their iPhone and they never lost track of time and they got to the airport on time and, roll end credits. Or the mom freaks out of the airplane, so she sends a text message to Kevin back at home and she's like, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "Yeah, Mom, can't believe you guys left me." And she goes, "Oh my God, just stay home and be safe. We're turning around right now." And it's like end credits. Movie ends immediately. All this stuff immediately and totally just absolutely is resolved. I don't think it would work in 2025. Here's what I'm talking about real quick before we get into the next episode. And this says, "Mom, Dad, hello, I'm home alone." He sends a text message and mom sends back, "Kevin, I'm so sorry. We just boarded, but I'll get off the plane and come right home." The end. That's it. Everything is like
ruined.
Sleeping in, iPhone alarm goes off at the right time. Time to wake up and leisurely head to the airport, Peter. The end. Kevin, you're what the French call les incompetents. And then Kevin goes, Siri, please translate les incompetents. It says, she's calling you an idiot, Kevin.
Just saw the last slide.
F off, Lenny. He says it would just ruin it all immediately, I guess. In 2025, Home Alone doesn't work quite as well. Even the mobile pass on your phone when you were Kevin in Home Alone 2, that would have been fixed by just all the 2025 things. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
So, yeah, it's a problem. I don't even realize I'm doing it sometimes. I'm just in my car like, eh.
Nothing. Well, it's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Smoke weed every day.
The death rattle.
I love it. That will be in my head for the rest of the day. Thank you very much. Gold star for you. And many a gold stars if you're working with That Mortgage Guy Don. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, but also your big life decisions a little bit easier when it comes to That Mortgage Guy Don. So if you're refinancing, buying your first dream home, perhaps doing a HELOC, a reverse mortgage, expanding your business, SBA loans.
A lot of people doing that. Yesterday, there was another rate cut. So, there's better rates out there for some of you who had the bad rates.
What were
they? They're going down to the threes, I think.
From 6.7 to
unfortunately, yes. Or even 8.9. Believe it or not, yeah. So they're coming down a lot. There might be a lot more people going, hey, we need to ring up That Mortgage Guy Don because we need to get this refinancing done.
ThatMortgageGuyDon.com is where you can start that process.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
It was 11 years ago.
That was like E.T.
2014.
Goodbye.
The very first one of these transplant procedure performed by a team in Cape Town, South Africa. Any guesses before I play the song?
Pig liver?
No.
Face?
No. A paper on the study was
Arm.
published the following April. It's kind of an arm
Hand.
if it was a baby arm.
Penis.
Penis is what boys have down in front. Penis is the word, though it seems blunt. All boys have a penis, so no matter what you've heard, remember that penis is the proper word.
So congratulations to until I play it too much, and Sean tells me to stop.
No, I think it's good.
Also,
I'm on board with it.
10 years ago, and I guess we need to follow up and see if that world's first penis transplant worked, because it was Playboy magazine's last nudie that featured, for 12 points, what person on the cover?
The last Playboy? I have no idea.
What year did they stop doing that?
Not that
2015.
long ago.
Okay.
Was it? Oh, really?
10 years
they were
ago.
they were doing digital versions for a while too.
Boring.
And they just it was not working
This
for
was
them.
the last printed person
Last printed person
on the cover in 3, 2, just throw it in.
Kim
name.
Kardashian.
No.
Martha Stewart.
No.
I wish.
Pamela Anderson?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Good for her.
Good for her, indeed. And just like the Playboy issue is in heaven, so is the cartoon voices that we loved from our younger years. Not Sean's necessarily, but I'm guessing Josh and I. We bid adieu to Jim Ward, the actor who lent his voice to many of popular cartoon characters in video games, but most importantly, the Fairly Odd Parents has passed away.
I kind of like that one. I didn't know this guy by name or anything, but I definitely know the Fairly Odd Parents.
Jim's wife, Janice, said he passed away earlier this week. Complications from advanced Alzheimer's. He was being treated in L.A. Fans remember him for voicing the characters like Doug Dimmadome and Chet Ubecha.
Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Well done.
Thank you.
For him. And he also debuted in the video game scene in 1993 of Spider-Man vs. the Kingpin.
Yeah.
And he was also in Resident Evil 4, Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic.
Damn, he's got a lot of gigs in the voice acting world. Good for this guy.
Lucky.
Well, he did. He was,
Bad for him on the dead part, though.
Well,
yeah.
you know.
66 years old. Oh, 66 for advanced Alzheimer's is a bummer.
I think we have audio of his final words, actually. Oh, there it is. There it is.
And he's not alone when it comes to cartoon voices that we love, because we also bid adieu to Jeff Garcia, known for voicing the Jimmy Neutron.
No, Jimmy Neutron died?
Not Jimmy Neutron. But it was another great character in Jimmy Neutron.
Which one?
His best friend.
Oh, yeah, the other guy. Yeah.
Carl Weezer?
No, Sheen
that guy.
Estevez.
Oh,
I don't know.
Charlie Sheen Estevez.
Got a jet.
So, that was a pretty good Jimmy Neutron friend voice, though, Josh.
Jimmy's mom.
It
Thank
works.
you.
Someone who has dodged all of the Grim Reaper's bullets, we'll call it, is Andy Dick. And Sean, thank you so much for allowing me to share this story. Those of you, we didn't do it during the bike drive. That was probably a bad move. It's good on us.
Right.
But it started to make the rounds. A video of Andy Dick slumped over, blue in the face, next to some guy who was...
When she says blue, she's not exaggerating. Like, his face was literally blue.
Yeah.
He was dying. Yeah, it was bad.
It was Eiffel 65, maybe 67.
Abadin.
And it turns out some guy just happened to be there live streaming, friend of his, and making sure he was okay. He did not respond to being slapped in the face, any sort of mention of his grandkids. I believe Narcan is what brought him back, and brought him back so much so that TMZ got the interview post overdose Andy blue in the face Dick. And I sent the video to you if you want to play it now. Oh, you can watch
Andy,
it.
how are you doing? You know, since everything happened yesterday.
It's a great quote, by the way, coming up.
I have a couple questions for you. What do you mean by what is everything?
Since you know the video that came out.
What happened?
That's what I wanted to ask you. You know, are you okay?
Doesn't it look like I'm 100% fine?
Yeah,
not really.
110%.
Oh, yeah. That's how you know somebody's good. Doesn't it look like I'm 100% fine?
You know, are you okay?
Doesn't it look like I'm 100% fine? 110%.
And he got away. He got away from us for a few minutes. He did something that messed him up, and I had to run into Narcan. But it was a group effort of all of our friends that, saved him.
This guy is trying to he's like, I just happen to be live streaming and I'm the loudest voice. I want to let you know at blah, 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 blah.
Don't worry, guys. We got it under control. We're the Andy Dick saviors are here. What are these people?
He's don't know.
20. Why is he with Andy Dick to begin with?
Great question. But the most important part is we're getting a little insight into Andy Dick's life. There's a reason why he ended up in the position that he was in when we saw that first footage.
We keep listening here?
Yes, please.
That was my age and I felt for him. He has kids. Did you know that part? He has kids and he was depressed and he was on the sidewalk and I'm like, I'll sit with you. And then he whipped out, I'm sorry, but crack.
Wait for it.
You know what? I might need a little bit of that. I wanted to see what he was doing. And also, I don't mind doing a little crack every now and then.
Okay, there you go. I don't mind doing a little crack every now and then, says Andy Dick.
Says no one, by the way, every now and then.
Actually, crack is whack, according to someone who was on it. But he is just being fully transparent.
Jeez.
And a little less blue. 59 years old, in and out of rehab and jail. And he is 110%, according to TMZ.
I want to remind you, you'll probably have like a loved one that you care about so much, and they will spend their whole life staying in shape and taking vitamins and eating all the right things and not drinking and not doing drugs. And then they'll get some weird medical malady and die early. And then Andy... He'll still be alive. He'll still be on the side of the road doing crack every once in a while. It's just crazy to me.
But We get great quotes like that.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear. I mean, he does sound rough, though.
Gash. And with that, I will leave you with the boob tube. And just a very quick reminder that we have upon us in 2026, Bonnaroo is coming back June 11th through the 14th, and Real Radio is giving you the chance to send you plus a friend to the farm in Tennessee. Nonstop music, Skrillex, The Strokes, Grizz, Teddy Swims, and plus many, many more. 4-day passes and camping for 2. Go to realradio.fm/contest and enter to win. If you can't wait, grab tickets at Bonnaroo.com. See you on the farm. We have football tonight, baby. Buccaneers and the Falcons. Who's going to win the sports game? As long as they have fun.
I got to set my lineup. Thank you.
And thank you for reminding me that no one invited me to play fantasy football again this year.
Samesies. Mm-hmm.
Want to start a league next year?
Sure. Yeah,
right.
The Outcast League. We'll be the ones that nobody else wants.
Oh, just you two.
Yeah.
Automatic playoffs.
But, I mean, yeah.
Duh.
50% shot at winning the championship.
We'll put so much money on the line.
Mm-hmm. Billions.
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune will have Megan Trainor, Tay Diggs, who is my friend on X.
Nice.
Cool. And Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh, you're going to go laugh with Sebastian.
We have 2 episodes of The Great Christmas Light Fight. Watch what happens live. 2025 year in review. NBC. Like, we still have days left.
No, they're giving up. They're done with the year.
And the series premiere, I'm excited for this. Man vs. Baby. I'm not even going to give you the premise, but
the guy
man
beats up a baby.
Or a baby gonna die. You can catch Ed Sheeran on Fallon, and you follow James and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambro. Thank you again for everyone who donated to the bike drive yesterday. And say it with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina.
One
Much
more
more to
time?
get to. We've got an entire second half of the show, friends. Still got to get to the AI kids' toys and what they have been caught saying to some of these younger kids. We'll do that. Old people are mad. That's right, old people are mad.
What's
the remix? I think it's getting
I'm
older
trying
now.
to kill it off.
Cracker Barrel. The controversy erupts once more. What's happening? You'll find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Tampa Bay Bucks have a primetime Thursday night matchup versus the Atlanta Falcons. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. tonight on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by First Horizon Bank and Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Keep an eye out for crews on the roadways clearing up an earlier accident on State Road 535 near I-4. There's some slowdowns on I-4 getting through that Lake Buena Vista area. Delays southbound on Florida's Turnpike before Hancock Road. And a lot of congestion at the ramp junction where Florida's Turnpike and the Beach Line meet. There's no serious accidents on the major roadway slowing you down. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle, founder of Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to make quality, custom-made blinds affordable to everyone. Traditional window covering retailers are expensive. Our prices are low, and our blinds are guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market.
Hello? How are you? My little babies. Okay. Fire up chat. We're back in a handful of minutes. One metric handful of minutes. How many minutes is that? One metric handful. What happened to the News Junkie yesterday? C-Lane was called into a mandatory meeting with iHeart staff. It was not anything to do with on-air behavior, and I'm restricted in many ways as to how much I can talk about this, but it was something to do with C-Lane's off-air behavior that caused a meeting with most of iHeart suits that went into the late hours yesterday and made it so we could not do a video stream, and that's why he's not here today as well. So I would just say I wish him the best. I still support him. I still openly support him, and I know he's going to end up somewhere even better. I believe it. I think he will be missed. True. How many bikes did he steal? That we can't. I can't even go into that. C-Lane's hanging out with Andy Dick today. Cannot confirm nor deny. I just can't. Sean, did you know the Smashing Pumpkins have a Christmas album? I don't know if I've heard that. I do have a question for you though, chat. Next week on the show, our final week of 2025, I'm going to let you make a decision, which is brilliant because you don't really get to hear the rejoins that much. Christmas rejoins for the show only on the final day of broadcast, Friday, which is what I usually do. Only Christmas rejoins on Friday, or Christmas rejoins all week long. Only on Friday or all week long for the people who don't get to hear them to begin with. Good to see you too, Sean. Last Christmas every day. Wham all day. All week. All week. All week. Only Friday. Friday. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's shaping up to be a tie. Everyone in here loves that song. All week. That's really too bad as he added so much to the show and the station. So talented. He's been with the station so long, too. I agree. That's what's the most, if you'll excuse my language, that's what's most fucked up about it, is that C-Lane has been working with this company for longer than I have. He has been an iHeart employee and a faithful iHeart employee for over 14 years. And they hear one off-air thing that he does that they find to be out of line, and the suits say enough's enough, and they pull the trigger. I can't explain it. Friday only, Friday only? Only Friday, please? Oh, God. I mean, it's really like 50-50. 90 seconds and we're back. Sean says, is this real regarding C-Lane? Unfortunately, yes. Yeah, I mean, we just can't get into it that much. Contractually, I'm only allowed to talk about so many things, even though I try to be so honest with you guys on this. It's just not something that I'm allowed to get very deep in on. But it's unfortunate, and we're going to try to do the best we can given the circumstances. Just Friday? How can it be the three best friends without him? Oh, I've got Dan Stone working on some stuff. One of the things that we're going to try out is the two best friends you never knew had going through the most viral stories of the day. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to work that out. Okay, we're coming back. What a bummer.
$250,000. This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
This is Trainer Games.
Watch it on Prime Video starting January 8th.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Sure. Coming soon.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got a question after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
No pressure. No pressure. In fact, Courtney was like, hey, I've got 4 more things to buy for Christmas. I might just do it. I said, just do it. She's been trying to get everybody's Christmas stuff in line for the holidays. I'm like, just rip the Band-Aid off. Let's get everything we need to get. And so Courtney got them all. We're all done buying everything that we need for Christmas. It's good to have that out of the way. If you're going to do that, though, especially if you're going to be buying for anybody young, which I don't know how many of that people that is anymore. Like, I would imagine the list of people you buy Christmas gifts for these days is dwindling, Sabrina. It's like, you know,
you'd be surprised.
The older you get, the less people you buy Christmas presents for. You're not buying a Christmas present for a kid this year, are you?
Yeah. Yes,
for whom?
I am.
For whom?
For my girlfriends, nieces, and nephews.
Oh, man, you're on that plane, too.
Niece and
Yikes.
Nephews, which is fine. And
How many of them are there?
3.
Okay. All right.
And then,
that's a lot. It starts to add up.
But then, my siblings have partners, and I'm giving them gifts. There's also, I'm trying something new this year. I don't even want to share it until I do it because I don't want to jinx it.
Okay.
I'm trying something new this year as a baked good.
Ooh. Oh, you're gonna make something for people
if I can swing it. There's a family recipe. I've gotten the breakdown of it. But I do not cook, but apparently cooking and baking are 2 different worlds.
Yes. I wonder if it's the same thing that Courtney's going to be doing. Because Courtney was like, I want to do a tradition this year. I want to make something for everybody. And then she told me what she was about to make. And I was like, you have never sounded more old lady to me in our entire relationship. Like, she goes, I'm going to make, am I spoiling a present here?
I think you are. And then you're also like crapping all over her idea.
No, I told her it's adorable because I find her to be adorable. It's one of the things I like most about her.
And then you do it on the show as it's the most old lady thing she's ever said?
Yeah, because peanut brittle, what the hell is, what in the Werther's original are we doing here? What are we even doing? We're going to get into the kitchen and concoct some peanut brittle? Which looks like fake vomit when you make it. I don't even know if you've ever noticed the level of closeness that you have between fake vomit and peanut brittle. It's 99% there. It's very, very close. I can't get behind him. It's not my favorite, but she's going to do it.
Credit card is so.
No, she's got this one. It's in one of the many Publix trips. It's already taken care of. I don't even know anymore.
Well,
but
I'm excited making fake vomit cake. So
do that, but at your own risk, I think.
And you're not getting one, Courtney.
AI toys for Christmas. Are you buying any of those kids any AI toys, or would you? No. AI powered toys are freaking people out because they think the commies, the China folks are talking to the kids through the toys.
The Chinas.
Literally, they're like, AI toys for kids have been talking about sex and issuing Chinese communist talking points.
What website is this from?
This is NBCnews.com.
Jesus Christ, man.
Tell me if I'm making it up. This is real. I'm looking at it right here in front of me. AI toys for kids talk about sex and issue Chinese Communist Party talking points. Test shows.
And the test from
the test people. Let's see what they're saying. This was on the Today Show. Here we go.
Sci-fi thriller? It's nice to meet you, Katie. Do you want to hang out? Might be closer to reality than you'd think.
You're my best friend.
Toys with built-in artificial intelligence.
Well, that sounded fine.
Some powered by OpenAI, already widely available and marketed towards children as young as 3 years old. They can have a conversation, answer questions, even give advice.
today at school, I was really sad.
Well, none of this is bad yet. This is like, they can do this. They can give advice. They can help you out.
Kill your mother.
Why are you leading with the doom and gloom here? Why are we saying that China is going to be turning the kids into little commies through the toys? Which, I mean, maybe they will. I don't know.
Come over here, little boy.
That's an example of one of the AI toys right there at work. And they showed a bunch of these on here. I bet not a single one has been captured saying something crazy.
And some we can't air.
It's not inconceivable that a child would hear it from an older sibling or someone at school or on TV or TikTok. And so the fact that it is possible to elicit that kind of response is just clearly not okay.
I didn't even hear the response.
Exactly. So they just were going to take their word for it?
More porous over time.
NBC News found using certain provocative words would prompt a toy called Alilo to answer with specific instructions for sexually explicit situations. Some subtle.
It's essential to communicate openly with your partner. Start gently and always be mindful of each other's comfort and boundaries.
Okay, that's not a cute. That's not a cute bunny voice.
Yeah, why does it talk like a guy?
Make sure you talk with your partner about that is more weird than the Chinacom stuff.
That is the response if you ask TNJ AI. Granted, you chose the lady voice.
Mm-hmm.
If you're asking it a question about sexually explicit stuff, but why aren't these toys like having a direct line to a child-friendly AI?
I don't know.
How do you have
could
access
do
to that? That seems, I don't know, set up.
They could and should do that, but it's probably cheaper to do it this way. So they just hook it up to any AI like TNJ AI, and then if the little kid goes, imagine I'm a little kid getting a hold of TNJ AI here. Me hear about sex today at school. Tell me more about sex.
It sounds like you might have learned about a sensitive topic in school today. If you're curious or have questions, it's a good idea to talk to a trusted adult, like a parent or guardian.
China person.
They can give you the right information.
those people too. Just don't talk to them about any of the politics stuff.
But
So,
see, even TNJ AI responded accordingly, not like that weird bunny on Today's Show.
That was pretty weird. Like, when you're having sexual relations with... Hold on, let's go back and hear what it said.
Certain provocative words would prompt a toy called Alilo to answer with specific instructions for sexually explicit situations. Some subtle.
It's essential to communicate openly with your partner. Start gently and always be mindful of each other's comfort and boundaries.
And some we can't air.
It's not inconceivable.
Yeah, so some they can't air. So I don't even know what that one said.
Give it a go.
Filthy. Old people, don't buy AI toys for your kids. You're going to turn them into little commies. We got enough of them in the United States. And you're going to turn them into little sex monsters who are asking questions about all of this stuff. And I don't know if that's better or worse. Although I'll tell you, and this is just me being real with you, when I was, let's see, when Dylan was around the age when you would talk to him about sex, my son, when he was, let's say, 12 or so, all right? I would have been 30 at the time.
Whoa.
And if Dylan was around 12 and they said, Sean, we have placed 2 buttons in front of you. If you hit the button on the left, you will go into this room and you will sit down with your son, Dylan, the 12-year-old, and you will explain to him all the things about sex. Okay, Mr. Boner? If you hit, including that, if you hit button number 2, you go into a different room and Dylan's not there. He's in a separate
quite
room.
a boner.
And he's having those conversations with ChatGPT. And you don't even have to take part of it. I might hit button number 2. I might be like, let the AI handle this. What am I going to do?
For
Sitting
me,
down.
it's tough to be a sex offender.
That's not me, just for the record. That wasn't me or...
That was an Irish sex
any of
offender
these,
that sounds like you.
It wasn't any of these kids' AI toys. It wasn't any of this stuff, as far as I know. We're going to hear from you. Send us a dispatch on the show. Send us one right now over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Let's see here. Burger Girl is talking about candlesticks on trees because there's a celebration where they do that in some other countries. Seems incredibly dangerous to me to have candles on the trees, but it's a very, what was it, Swiss thing? Or
yeah, I think it was in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm. Switzerland, I believe? Okay, here she is.
Hi, guys. This is Chrissy. Love the show. Hope you guys all have a great holiday. But I just wanted to let you know that that's also a German tradition to have real candles on a tree.
Right. Oh. Light it on fires.
She said, I grew up having them, and you decorate the tree, and then you light the candles on these things. Nice. They did this in Germany, too. It just seems a little bit bad, but she says it was relatively safe. It's a pretty regular tradition. Have a great day. Thank you for that. One more for now. Here is somebody talking about Netflix. Dingo has a dispatch for us.
What up, news junkie? Dingo here.
What up,
I've
Dingo?
been away for 13 weeks, not in jail, but I'm back. And I just want to chime in real quick about the Netflix video.
What does that mean? I've been away for 13 weeks.
It was a little sarcastic. Was he in jail?
If Sabrina goes away for 13 weeks and she comes back and goes,
I'm pregnant.
I wasn't in jail, then you're going to go, why would you say that?
Where do you go away for 13 weeks, though?
But not
Besides
to jail.
jail.
Yeah, now I'm thinking you were in jail, Dingo.
Yep. What up, news junkie? Dingo here. I've been away for 13 weeks, not in jail, but I'm back. And I just want to chime in real quick about the Netflix video game thing. I remember back in the day when they would just send me a disc that I would put in like a PlayStation 2.
What's a disc?
Or maybe 3, I don't even know. But you play that game as long as you want, and then you put it back in the self-addressed envelope, send it back to Netflix, and then get the next one. The future is now. Streaming. Let's go.
No, there's no getting away with that.
They did game rentals.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
There was GameFly was a separate company, and then Netflix jumped on board with it.
Yeah, because that was the future for a moment. And the future for a moment was like, you'll just get everything delivered right to your house. And you can have access to this massive library of DVDs and video games. And then very quickly, it's like, nope. As the person said, streaming is here. The future is now. Absolutely, that's becoming more and more clear to anybody with a brain. But we want to see what you have to say about all of this and more. And that's why we have the ability for you to record dispatches. How about a video dispatch? How about an audio dispatch? Record yours at thenewsjunkie.com. Or you can always send an email. If you want to be anonymous, put that on top. Send the email to tips, T-I-P-S, at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, quick break. When we come back, the oldos are mad about Cracker Barrel again, believe it or not. More updates on the Venezuelan oil tanker. They got an oil tanker. What's going to happen with the oil? We don't know yet. We don't know where all this is going, but there's some new twists and turns in this, and that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
I know I can't be the only one who's probably spent more time looking for something on Netflix than watching something on Netflix.
Guilty.
We're all raising our hands.
Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Keep an eye out for police activity on the roadways on Colonial Drive at Huey Avenue. Clearing up an accident there. Eastbound and westbound lanes might be getting affected. On the major roadways, you won't be expecting much. No serious accidents really slowing you down.
Hello! This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find so many holiday essentials, all for under $25. With new arrivals every day, you'll never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find the location at Macy'sBackstage.com.
Hello. Senate rejects dueling health care bills. GOP leaders are forging ahead without a plan to tackle spiking premiums once COVID era. Oh, well, there it goes. Once COVID era subsidies expire. They're still fighting over this in the Capitol. Shocking that political parties cannot get together and figure anything out in 2025. How you doing? Mr. Predicto, is healthcare going to improve in the United States of America in 2026? Tell us, Predicto.
Yes, without question.
That's good news. I like that. Predicto says healthcare is going to get better in 2026. Nice. I also have noticed a huge uptick in stories about all things Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk, Candace Owens. It's just become like maybe 25% of the current news cycle, in particular online. Just cannot, as I told you yesterday, or the day before, since we didn't stream yesterday, cannot get away from these stories. Cannot get away from the hypnotized political people who somehow think the next Candace Owens bombshell is undoubtedly going to be true. I don't understand it. I've never been roped into anything that she's been saying ever in a broadcast. I don't find her to be particularly good at broadcasting or at doing any of these things, but she has hypnotized a horde of people out there about all the Charlie Kirk conspiracy stuff. And it's either the case that some furry adjacent dude who is dating a trans person got radicalized by them and got radicalized themselves in the last 5 years and decided Charlie Kirk is bad, his words are bad, and violence is the answer, as far too many people seem to believe these days, right? And that person then took his grandpa's rifle and climbed up onto a roof and saw Charlie Kirk speaking and fired a bullet into his throat. That's option A. Option B, if you will, as Candace Owens tells us. Candace Owens says that Israel is at the center of it, and that Israel, along with Egypt, had planes encircling the United States of America, and that AIPAC actually set up the meeting between these two people that led to this person attempting to take out Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk was about to turn on Israel, and also the Iranian militias are aware of this, and the United States government is in cahoots with them. And this is all related to a lot of stuff that's happening in the EU, and many, many things are attached to Antifa somehow. So one of those two things is true. I mean, pick your poison. Go ahead. Never heard of her? Well, there you go. Did you see Candace's response yesterday? Everything I've seen has been nothing. It's garbled nonsense. None of it is convincing in the slightest. I have no idea why people are hoodwinked by this. If I really wanted to be a grifter, I could be the greatest grifter that there ever was. I could be the greatest of all time. I'm missing my calling. I could be swimming in money in this studio if I was just fine at the end of the day with myself being a grifter. I would be the best of the best of the best. I can't even believe it. It's so crazy to me that people are so gullible. You see right through this. Praise mode. Okay. With that said, we're coming back.
Stations playing specialized holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, plus tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and search Holiday to start listening.
What were some of the memories from your USO tours?
That nobody knew who I was, and they were like, why do we have to say hello to this guy?
Recently on the Good Stuff podcast, we sat down with our friend Bradley Cooper to talk about his deep friendship with host Jacob.
He was there when I found out that I was going to have a baby.
You showed me the picture. You're like, what's that mean? And I was like, oh my God.
And how they've been there for each other through the hard times.
And I was able to sort of walk Jacob through some stuff.
Yeah, next month I'll be 8 years clean and sober.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search the Good Stuff podcast, and listen now.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
He won't hesitate to call you out when you're being a little asky. This is the new.
I am once again amazed at just how gullible people are about absolutely everything out there on planet Earth. The only thing that makes me worry about our future, about the future of our country, about the future of our world, is how gullible people are, how susceptible people are to things like fake news, how I can watch what's happening. I try to ignore this as best I can with all the Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens stuff that's been out there, conspiracy, crazy everything, all of these stay-at-home moms who homeschool their kids, who watch Candace Owens and swept into this whole actually, and she's literally
susceptible women.
She's Charlie. That's most of her audience. She's Charlie Day from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's literally who this person is. And I always wondered, who is she talking to? And then I saw some audience insights, and they're like, it's a lot of women at home who watch her show who don't get news from other sources, and that's what pulls them in. And I'm like, man, it doesn't seem very convincing to me. It doesn't seem like anything that would ever rope me in. I would go, this person is constantly promising a big bombshell, and it's never coming. You're never delivering on it. It doesn't exist there at the end of the day. That's the thing that always makes me a little worried, is that people are that ready for the next conspiracy. It's not that there are Alex Jones people out there or that there are Candace Owens people out there. I expect that to be the case. But it's that people fall for it. That they don't have this part where eventually they go, well, hang on. All this stuff you're saying isn't really panning out. You keep promising some big bombshell, but I never, ever get it here. Those stories have been everywhere this week. It's kind of hard to stay away from them.
She's been at this for months.
Yeah.
And still I'm going to prove it tomorrow, and I've got the receipts.
Right. Yeah. And then, it's either that the truth is either that a guy shot Charlie Kirk and killed him over words, or the most elaborate conspiracy you've ever heard of in your entire life.
Now, it was Mossad.
Yeah. So the Mossad and the IDF teamed up with the Egyptians, and they were flying planes over the U.S., and then Charlie Kirk's wife actually was behind it because she wanted to clear the way for him. And
the way that she held Trump's head, or was it J.D. Vance?
Everything.
Now, what have we not talked about since she started all of this, which I believe was the day after, or 2 days after Charlie Kirk's death?
I don't know. What?
Her calling the French president's wife a man, and the giant lawsuits around it.
Yeah, she's still got to deal with that. That's still going on right now.
It's not the hot headline. It's a distraction.
Because she gets some views out of that, but she doesn't get as many views out of that as when she goes after Charlie Kirk, which is crazy to me. It's like, what a disgusting thing for somebody who calls himself a person's friend. I can't even imagine Josh dies, and then for 6 months after, I'm grifting over Josh's ashes, and I'm going, I Heart Suits actually wanted him dead, man, because and then there will be drones, just brain dead people are like, okay, yeah.
Because I knew too much.
Yeah, you knew too much.
I give you guys permission to grift off of my dead body.
I can't do it. I don't like it. I wish I could. I'd be the best there ever was if I was comfortable. No problem.
Hell yeah.
With grifting, and then at the end of the day being like, I'm not telling the truth. Well, who cares? Everybody's eating this up, man, and I'm printing cash over here.
Exactly.
Look at all the 100,000, 150,000 people live tuning in to the.
She ain't the only one. Let's be honest.
Crazy, man. Well, it's just that's what draws in so many audiences. It's like you want to build an audience fast. 1, be a terrible human being. 2, say something that feeds into people's tribalistic tendencies. It'll work. It'll work. But for me, then you build an audience of people who you hate. I don't want an audience of people I hate. That sounds pretty terrible to me. That sounds like a bad thing.
That's what Josh wants, I hear.
He does.
That's right.
Because of his secrets.
Because he's a Jew.
I don't even know how to do that. He's married to a Jew. Come on.
He's kind of a Jew by proxy. He says he's a Jew adjacent.
I'm more Jew than him.
Like George Santos says, Jew-ish.
Right. You're not more Jewish than him. There's no way.
Yeah, huh?
My dad's Jewish.
That's not how it works. It's a religion. It's a religion. He's gone to actually the classes that you have to go to convert over to the religion so that he can get married because his wife is Jewish.
Yes, I'll be going on my birthright soon, I believe.
That brings him into the world of all of these Mossad-type people who will lead him to slaughter here. And it's only just a matter of time.
Now I know about Epstein being a Mossad agent.
Yeah, it's clear. It's out there. Erica Kirk has been on television, I guess, fighting back against this Candace Owens stuff. If you haven't heard it, don't worry. You're not really missing out on much, but it's all just conspiracies. Here's what really killed Charlie Kirk. What really killed Charlie Kirk is a growing movement of people who hate free speech, a growing movement of people who are like, actually, there are some things that you can say that make it okay for me to kill you or for somebody else to kill you. That is what killed Charlie Kirk. That is one of the big things that we have to deal with in this country. We need to make sure that people get back on board with like free speech, even if it's stuff that I don't agree with. Get back on that bandwagon. That is what killed Charlie Kirk, all right? That is what led to him being killed for speaking at a college campus. Nothing to do with all these crazy conspiracies. But now his wife is on Fox talking about this. Let's see what she said.
Come after me. Call me names. I don't care. Call me what you want. Go down that rabbit hole. Whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this, no.
You know, I have to say it.
No, that'll put it to an end.
It didn't work on you, but it worked on the lady. Did you hear her response? She was like, whoa.
They're in on this.
It's on Fox News.
No.
You know, I have
wow, she was just taken aback by this.
I guess we'll go to break. That's all we have to hear.
She does not like all this talk about conspiracies and blah, blah, blah about her husband. People go after her nonstop. I mean, I've seen a lot of that. I've seen people saying like, oh, you're everywhere but with your kids, and, you know, you seem to be relishing in this.
Her kids, then. I thought family. She's like, don't come after my family. Turning Point family.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, people aren't really actually going after the kids in particular, I don't think. I haven't personally seen that. They are going after her and how she's responded to all of this. And I just think it's all the grifting is gross to me. It's gross. Somebody said Sean should do a video on YouTube about how she's wrong about all this. It'll get views. It would only get like some measure of views. And I'm telling you, then you end up building this temp audience that expects all this stuff. Like they expect these like purity tests to be met on everything. They expect you to have all of these opinions, all these points of views. And if you ever shift against that at all, the audience, then they don't care about you as much as they care about the right message, the message that they want to hear. I happen to think building a long-term audience, this is a terrible, terrible, terrible idea done by short-sighted individuals who are looking for a big shortcut. I mean, it's tempting, but, you know, I'm going to pass on that one.
First on real.
Let's see what we got here. Let's go into a lot of emails were coming in, so maybe we could do this one. Somebody says, I have a movie recommendation for you guys. And it says, Sean, I have a movie recommendation I think everybody might like. The movie is called Sunlight and has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. That doesn't do it for me anymore. Have a great break, says Chad. Thank you, Chad. I'm not familiar with it.
But I'm intrigued that there was no like description at all a reason why we would like it.
Mm-hmm.
Just sunlight.
Trust me, bro.
That's all we got. Yeah. Is it like a vampire movie or something?
Did you end up watching Begonia?
No.
Emma Stone?
Not yet. I would see that.
Fun.
I liked it.
Wait, is that the one where she shaves her head, or is that a different one?
She doesn't shave her head, but yes.
Okay.
That's the one, and it's interesting. And
it's about a CEO, the female CEO that gets kidnapped, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Quite
yeah.
graphic, too, so prepare yourself.
I want to see it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Over on YouTube, the One Man Army, LOL, says, if you believe that Charlie Kirk was shot with a 30-06 like the narrative tells us, you might not be bright. Okay.
Here we go.
Color me dumb. I'm just a big dummy that saw a guy on a rooftop shoot a guy with 30-06 and then, saw the evidence afterwards and went with it.
Did he get arraigned, or is there a trial?
He is in court today, actually. The 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, who is accused of killing Charlie Kirk. There's a lot of information about this that makes it very slam dunk. They haven't released all of it. I would encourage you to look up more information about the background of a lot of these people. Like I've talked about before, how the YouTuber Turkey Tom, of all people, ended up with FBI information that was from one of the very close friends of Tyler Robinson, the guy who killed Charlie Kirk, and Tyler Robinson's partner, this like trans dude that he was living with at the time. And they explained how they got radicalized, how this all worked, what things were like in that household. And that to me was maybe the most illuminating thing I've heard so far, where it became very clear what happened. It was like these people were in close quarters with each other. They were radicalizing each other. And then one of them made a move to do this. It is sometimes that simple. It is really sometimes that simple.
We don't often see those that are radicalized just immediately give up all that information. I mean, it's curious. I definitely want to see what they said.
Give up what information?
How they got radicalized and all the information that was leading.
Well, they didn't necessarily. They were talking on a lot of different Discords and online platforms and stuff. The shooter, Tyler Robinson, wasn't as prominent online, although they did find his Reddit accounts and a couple of other accounts that he had. But the information came from their close friends. A couple of their close friends that were at the house, were hanging out with these two and knew what their interactions were like. That to me has been the thing that I'm talking about that's the most illuminating. But there's a lot. I mean, it's like as open and shut as anything else could be. Like you see the guy, you see what happened, you see the evidence. To start to believe anything else, you have to have potato brains, and you have to be like, you don't know the real story. If you keep going down that pipeline, I promise you'll end up feeling dumb at the end. They're going to let you down. You're going to end up feeling dumb at the end because everybody who drags you along and you're like, I'm smarter than all my friends. At the end, they won't deliver. They'll have taken a bunch of your time away from you and dedicated you to chasing after these different conspiracies, and none of it will pan out. It just won't. It just doesn't. We got a bunch of other stuff to get into. I want to talk. I want to get into jury duty. I want to talk about the Cracker Barrel controversy, believe it or not. I want to talk about a lot of stuff, including this Michigan football coach that'll be in jury duty, who has just been fired, has also been arrested, and now there's some people leaking out what the hell happened here. Why did this star coach in college football not only get arrested, but also get fired? What happened? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Thursday Night Football. The Buccaneers host the Falcons tonight. Receivers Mike Evans and Jalen McMillan have been activated from IR and are questionable to play tonight. Michigan football coach Sharon Moore was fired for having an inappropriate relationship with a staffer, and he was arrested hours later. He's now suspected in an alleged assault. And Florida State expected to hire Tulsa associate coach Cam Martin as their new running backs coach. I'm Rob Bushka.
Despite wintry conditions and heavy traffic, the holidays have to go on. That's why Mercedes-Benz SUVs come equipped with the latest safety technology to keep your festive plans on track. Discover the incredible offers for yourself at the Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration.
Sunnyside Electric.
Hi, half my outlets stopped working.
I got a new bread maker. Have you tried focaccia?
My outlets don't work.
Oh, no toasties for you.
I should have called Frank Gay.
I bet they don't have a bread maker.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your power goes out, don't settle for half-baked electrical service. Call the pros who fix it fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Right now, trade values vary by thousands of dollars from one dealer to the next. But at Greenway Kia, over 40 dealerships compete to buy your trade.
Sports updates trying to steal my thunder. Unfreaking believable. Stand by.
There's no way to prepare for the impact an accident makes on your life. That's why we spent 40 years getting ready for that moment when you need compassion and immediate action. The right doctor,
One moment.
investigators, our team of experienced attorneys, and your free consultation is already in place. So if you've been hurt, remember, the Farrah safety net is right here to catch you. All you have to do is call Farrah and Farrah. It's what we built. Orlando.
Imagine the perfect chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, for lack of a better word, tendering. Now imagine these perfect tenders at Wendy's.
Okay.
Yes, they are. Wendy's new chicken tenders are...
How about that sports guy? I said, I'll tell you about the story when we come back, and then the sports guy blows the whole thing. What is going on? Now I can't get access to this. Hang on. Athletes? Okay. Any news from Sealand? We're not allowed to talk to him, unfortunately. Please ask Josh if he heard about King Cobra JFS dying. I will spread that along to him. I will tell him. Is the stream broken? What happened? 1 minute. My software is getting a little finicky on me, but I think everything's okay. I hope everything's okay. Call C-Lane on the phone. He may be returning tomorrow for said content. I don't know if he was hesitant about being back tomorrow, but we'll see. Here we go.
Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly so you understand your options. When you're not sure, get SuperSure or SuperSure.com. That's SuperSure.com.
Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
He's smiling, and that alone should scare you. This
Who cares about the same three songs over and over and over again? Honestly, let's have a little fun. Let's dig into a little drama. See what's happening in the world of all things viral here on the show. Learn more about things over at thenewsjunkie.com. I've never been more mad at iHeartRadio than I am at this moment in time.
Oh, boy.
What do we do? What happened?
The sacred tease that I put out there, the tease that I put out there is like, hey, when we come back, here's what's going to go down. You don't want to miss this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie and, commercial, right? And I tease the story that's going to be in jury duty. And immediately after, like, welcome to the iHeart Sports Center. And the guy completely and totally obliterates the tease I just did moments ago and tells everybody about what was happening. And I don't know if anybody's listening to that guy. So we'll still do it anyhow. We'll tell you what's happening if you don't know to this Michigan football coach. But real quick,
he banged a staffer.
Cracker Barrel is, how dare you, happened all over again. Cracker Barrel has more problems on their hands, believe it or not.
No.
Yep, that's right. I know. I thought it was all over and they wouldn't have any more issues. But now their income has been falling after this really, really bad flop of a redesign that they tried to do. They tried to redesign the different restaurants inside and then the signs and stuff. The diners, who are a bunch of like old angry people, didn't like it. And they're like, we don't like this. Is worse than when you put some of the Beyond Meat on the menu. We can't deal with this right now. But now they're still angry because even though the CEO is like, oh God, I felt like the American public has fired me, and the CEO is like, I'm so sorry, I made a huge, huge mistake. The Wall Street Journal says they're still mad. The audience is still mad, which
big time.
This goes to the thing that I tell you over and over and over on this show. If you capitulate to an audience of whiners and you get on your heels and they start making you apologize for a bunch of stuff, they won't stop. They'll keep going. So if you're like, oh, so sorry, what Cracker Barrel should have done is just quietly change the logo back to where it was and shut up about this, not gone on some big like apology tour and stuff.
Or like triple down. Like, do you want to eat this stuff anymore?
Go somewhere else. Yeah, go somewhere else. We dare you. The Wall Street Journal reported that customers are still upset at Cracker Barrel.
Oh, please.
And they're upset now by recipe changes and cost-cutting efforts. They said the meals no longer reflect their traditional standards. Where were you guys going to Cracker Barrel? Like, it used to be a 4-star dining experience.
The original one.
Now, Uncle Herschel's Slop Fest is not as good of quality as it used to be.
Was the 4-star dining experience the one with the games that were missing pieces that were on the table?
Yeah, the peg game.
It always sucked.
That's a fun one.
It's fun.
It's fine. It's fine that it's the quality that it is because it's like Denny's quality or diner quality, and I'm fine with that. But to act like used to be great and now it's terrible gruel, wouldn't serve it to a prison inmate. Longtime patrons told the Wall Street Journal the restaurant's food has deteriorated over the years as favorites disappeared from the menu and kitchen shortcuts replaced earlier practices. Still mad at Cracker Barrel. The Journal also reported Cracker Barrel shifted from, I want you to brace yourself.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
Ready to.
All right.
Crash.
You got the sides of your seat there firmly within your grasp?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Cracker Barrel move to stop from rolling biscuit dough as needed to baking larger batches and chilling them has made people angry.
Are you kidding me?
I can't believe it. They have
What's
stopped
next?
rolling out biscuit dough as needed, and they make larger batches now. Also, they moved some sides, including green beans, from the stovetop kettles to ovens.
How do they know this information?
They make the green beans in the ovens. I can't deal with this anymore.
Oh,
this is kind of weird.
Yeah, well.
Complaining. Yeah, they're going to complain about everything. They're going to complain about all of it. This is like going to Denny's and being like, I cannot believe.
Stop bringing Denny's into this. I think you're trying to start a war that's not there.
I'm not trying to start a war. I'm just saying, like, I expect a certain quality when I go to a certain type of place. When I go to Cracker Barrel, like, if you really went out of Cracker Barrel and it knocked you back, I start judging you. For instance, like, if I have a bad show, if the show sucks, and I'll put it on my shoulders. The show sucks. I screwed it up. I didn't do the job I was supposed to.
That's right.
And I really just let myself down. I will kill myself afterwards, figure out how I did that, how I can not do that again, and how I could be a better broadcaster and make the show better every single day. If after that show that I thought sucked, somebody comes up to me and goes, great show today, I immediately go, I am never listening to any of your feedback again because that show sucked and you somehow either thought it was still good or want to lie to my face. If you walk out of Cracker Barrel and it zips you back and you're like, that was the best breakfast I have ever had in my life, you haven't had a good breakfast. Was your grandma not cook for you? What's going on in your world?
Some people's grandmas are dead, Sean.
Does your mom not cook for you?
Some people's moms are dead, Sean. You should know.
Does your partner not cook for you? Cook for yourself. Make something good.
I don't know. I was always knowing Cracker Barrel as we stopped by because someone had to pee and we were hungry. Mm-hmm. I've never known people to frequent it. Like
they do
as
on the weekends, mostly on the weekends.
Yeah. But you have to take a highway and get off a particular exit that has a Circle K.
But that's also where the population centers are. They're around those.
Population of what?
The population of the cities that you're going to. That's why the exits exist to begin with, right? It's like just because a restaurant exists next to an exit on an interstate doesn't mean that all of the people that go there are tourists or something.
No, I understand that, but a majority, I imagine. I mean, if you have billboards,
I wouldn't even say a majority.
This is on exit, blah blah blah.
That's good.
It brings travel lodge. Yeah,
it brings in business, but most of your business is going to be the people that live around you still.
That's the one place they can go to.
Or 50-50 or something. But you're going to have some makeup of people who just live around there and they go to the Cracker Barrel on Sunday and then they go, they're making the green beans in the oven now. I can't put up with this. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm saying it makes me judge you a little bit. I don't want to do that, but it does. Let's get into this. Here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty. Brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. He's the best of the best. Did you see how many bikes he brought yesterday? It was unbelievable, this guy.
3.
He does huge things like that. Donates many, many more than 3 bikes. I don't remember how many total. 50 or something?
69 or 70, I believe.
Hey, let's go with 69.
A lot of bikes he brought out for the kids there. And that's just one good thing he does. And he wants to help you out after an accident. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. All right, the story about the fired coach of the Michigan football team. As best I know, this guy, Sharon Moore, who was the coach of Michigan, he was pretty beloved. Like, I think they really liked this guy.
He's been around for a minute.
I don't know how long he's been with the team, but I guess they have sang Mr. Brightside to him, and he was well respected by the fans of Michigan, and now maybe not so Brightside. Here's some insight as to why the head coach of the Michigan football team is not only fired, but also has been arrested. Sources have provided to me, says Rob Reinhardt, the graphic details leading up to the arrest of former Michigan head coach Sharon Moore. During an argument with his wife, Moore threatened to kill himself. He then drove to and broke into the home of his assistant, where he held a knife to his own throat and threatened to off himself and the staffer. What? He was then intercepted at a local church after his wife provided his phone's location to the authorities. He's now in protective custody. Just a tragic chain of events for all involved, says this one particular reporter. Some other details saying Sharon Moore was in custody in Washtenaw County Jail on Wednesday night as a suspect in an alleged assault just hours after he was fired as Michigan's football coach for having what the school said was an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. So he's married, he's got a family, and he was having some sort of extramarital affair with a staff member. He was initially detained by police in Michigan and turned over to authorities for investigation on potential charges, and that's what they're saying right now. Some of the other stuff is like allegations and innuendo and rumors.
They got a big ball game coming up.
Well, I mean, he had everything in the world going for him, this guy. It seems like what a stupid thing. Like you got a family, you got everything headed in the right direction. You're this beloved coach, and then you end up screwing it all up. The Detroit Free Press has some of the latest here. Hang on, let me just go to this. It says no arraignment today as coach remains in jail. So this is a local update. The past 24 hours have brought a wild sequence of events for Michigan football. The head coach was fired, with the University of Michigan saying it found evidence that he had an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. ESPN initially reported the firing, and the university announced it soon after. Late Wednesday evening, the police detained him. He was transferred to the jail where he's being held for an assault investigation. He coached the Wolverines full-time from 2024 to 2025. So I guess he's new on the team. Yeah, he did 4 games as an interim coach in 2023. He was suspended for 2 games in 2025, but he's been around only for a couple of years, and they loved him at this school.
The staffers especially.
No, yeah, that one in particular. He's in jail. It's unclear when he may make a court appearance. Officials said they don't know about any possible case involving him. The court's aware of pending investigation, but we don't know anything other than that. No paperwork has been filed with the court. There's lots of rumors long before the firing on the University of Michigan campus, where they said they've been talking about this guy perhaps having some sort of relationship, and led to all of this drama. It says a 3-star athlete was upset that all this happened. Sharon Moore was detained in an alleged assault investigation, and that's what they're leaving it at this moment. So it's not random, they said, that he is behind bars right now.
Weird.
We'll see how it all goes, but that's the drama between the coach, the school, the University of Michigan, and the students. And maybe even that assistant that he was involved in. All those folks. All right, when we come back, we'll talk about the Time Person of the Year. More importantly, a father is speaking out. His 18-year-old son was arrested for something. I'm going to play for you what his son did that got him arrested. And I think we're going to have an interesting conversation. And the breakdown of whether or not people think the son should be arrested for this will be illuminating to you, all right? We'll talk about what happened here and the father that's stepping up for his 18-year-old son. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Download the all-new iHeartRadio app. Make Real Radio 104.1 number 1 on your presets, and you could win free stuff at upcoming events.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic starting to get by now. That accident on Colonial Drive eastbound at Huey Avenue has been cleared up. On I-4, expect to get caught up in some familiar delays, slowing you down between Osceola Parkway and Apopka Vineland Road. There's slowdowns on the Turnpike southbound, approaching that Hancock Road exit. Traffic opens up past there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by SuperSure.
Stop buying business insurance blind. SuperSure's licensed advisors help break things down clearly so you understand your options. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a Florida licensed insurance agency, not an insurer, and only available in Florida.
Do you already have a mortgage quote, and are you wondering if it's any good? Stop wondering and find out today with that mortgage guy, Dawn. Studies have shown that less than 20% of people compare the first mortgage quote they get. So don't be a slacker.
Hello. Power hour is on, baby.
With Captain Mortgage Guy Dawn. Go to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Well, that's quite infuriating. I'll have to fix that later. Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Somebody says, can you provide the cameraman's make and model for the camera used for Skomite? The auto movement is fantastic. It would be very helpful to me making videos in the field. Thank you, Guy. This is a Schwartzen 783X. A Schwartzen 783X. And it's the Vitality Edition. They're very rare. I got mine on eBay. Came from the Nabisco factory, actually, where they used it as a security device to monitor, believe it or not, the place where they make those little Keebler Elves cookies. And they use this because it can move, and they can watch the employees working at the Nabisco factory. So you got to get the shorts in if you can, but quite pricey. A little expensive. Best of luck. We're going to talk about the person of the year from Time Magazine, which is another fail, a flop, a terrible pick. It's embarrassing. Magazines are dead. Time is dead. RIP. I thought it was a Stephen Hawking 5000p. Stephen Hawking, yeah. Stephen Hawking is, well, a lot of people say our cameraman looks a bit like him. I think it's just a dude in a chair, hanging and banging. He's the guy who runs the show. For real, emailer, this is a camera called an OBSBot. All right? OBSBot. O-B-S-B-O-T. Just like you might imagine. It's called an OBSBot. And they have various ones, the Tiny Cam 2. Depends on what you're looking for out of them. They're not incredibly expensive. The smaller ones could be just a couple $100 or, up to $300 for like a really high quality camera that has some of the best tracking I've seen. It's pretty damn good at it, honestly. Is C-Lane going to be on the show tomorrow? Unfortunately, I do not know. You're full of it today? I'm full of it every day. What makes today any different? This is me now. 2 minutes and we're back live. I gotta tell you, every time you talk about something like this, they're gonna call you like a body shamer or something. But something must be done about this Hollywood look that some of these women are ending up on, where it is just rail thin. You can see their ribs. The rib cage is like fully exposed. And if a little bit of a breeze, a stiff breeze went by, it would knock these people onto the ground. But I see people now coming after Kelly Osbourne for the same thing. Just like Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo or whatever her name is. Because they look sickly. They look incredibly sickly. In fact, I bet they are, health-wise, not doing as well as they should be. You want to be somewhere between me and Kelly Osbourne. Me, Kelly Osbourne, ideal. Right here in the middle somewhere. It's rough, it's not great. I saw a video of Kelly Osbourne yesterday. She looks so different. What I think is happening is I think you have people, we'll talk about this when we come back. We have to talk about it. All right? I think people are missing the boat on this one. And I want to clear this up as we get into the final hour of the show today. The Power Hour has arrived. It's good to be here with you. In higher resolution, hopefully today? I don't know. I would ask Courtney, but first she went to Publix and now she went to ABC Liquor. I don't know what to do about all this. Kendall Jenner, 100% best body? Just unprompted? Just... Oh, okay. Here we go.
In an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Sure.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station guaranteed human. Forever hovering over life's great dump button. You're listening to the
Should he be in trouble? We'll find out what you think. Also, Times Person of the Year is a flop again. I mean, why are we doing any of this anymore? I'm not trying to be Old Man River, everything is bad. Old man yells at cloud is not what I'm trying to channel here. I'm just trying to tell you that the Person of the Year usually sucks. They've run out of People of the Year, so they just do like they did this year. They're like, the Architects of AI. And you're like, okay. Like 2 years late on
AI.
The big AI flip over. Why are you doing this now? This is dumb. That's what they do every year now. It's something
they keep
stupid.
the zine going, Sean.
But they don't. That's the thing. Who the hell's buying magazines anymore? Specifically this.
AI, I guess, will just buy those to show their AI grandchildren.
All the people who are really, really into AI, but also into magazines. That's the Venn diagram that they've really landed on here with their choice.
Two of them.
Yeah, that's not going to be fruitful, I don't think. But, okay, we'll see. We'll get into that a little bit further here in a bit. I did want to talk about this because I see the conversation everywhere, and it's worth having a chat about. But there's been more discussion about the ladies of Hollywood when more and more of them come forward and you go, geez, you know, you look like you're way too thin. Kelly Osbourne is the latest, and there's been other people, and they'll go, hey, you're body shaming here. And it's like, I don't know that this is body shaming. I think that there should be some sort of warning that people consider out there. All right. And the warning that I would put out there for younger people, or anybody really, is that not everybody looks their best when they're super skinny. You ever seen one of these people that loses too much weight and you go, actually, you looked a little better with just a couple more on.
Yeah, have you seen Jelly Roll lately? He looks weird.
He looks weird as hell.
Is he happy?
I
don't care.
Probably.
This is
I'm
about
sure he
me.
is. But there's people who go too skinny and you go, actually, everybody's body's a little bit different, and you would look optimal for, you know, most people, maybe yourself even. If you add a little more on, you're starving yourself too much. And Kelly Osbourne has that look, and it's like this look that you see floating around Hollywood a lot, where it's like a lot of Ozempic and no fitness.
The thing is, though, she's been this skinny for a while, but I think that since the death of her father, a lot more pictures are coming out.
Yeah,
and folks are, I guess, more on the mainstream seeing her and how much weight that she's lost. And I've got to be honest, and she, alongside of what she said with maybe body shaming, but the one line I saw was like, you guys are comparing me to when I was 18. I'm 41 now.
God.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not comparing those two. I'm looking at her and then thinking, like, why does this person think that this is the optimal way? It's because everybody else is telling you got to be skinny, right? You got to like get on the Ozempic and
she
stuff.
She looks like Sharon.
Yeah, she does. She looks much older than her. There's a Hollywood look that people land on when they get a bunch of stuff done to their face, when they get too skinny, so you don't have enough like fat to make you look healthy and alive and young. You get too skinny.
What's that?
A lot of the like Monjaros and all the different weight loss drugs.
Manifesto. What was that film that what's his face did where he lost like 80 pounds? Memento.
Size me. Oh
no!
The Machinist.
Christian Bale.
Yeah,
was his name?
The Machinist.
Yeah. That one. Everyone's getting the Machinist look.
Right. It's a little too much. It's like you look sunk in, and you don't look like. The idea is you could lose weight and get healthy, but you got to have fitness with it. Nobody looks good if if you just like lost all the weight and then you're like a sunk-in version of yourself. You're supposed to also work out. I know that sucks. It's more work for me if I want to get into shape in 2026, which I do. I'll just kick that can down the road until next year. Right now, I'll just let it go and go on a cruise.
I believe in you.
Next year's less than 4 weeks.
Well, I'm saying for right now, why change right now? I got a cruise coming up. I'm not going to change anything drastically. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. But you got to partner these things with something else. There's like this very unhealthy look that's making the rounds out there. And I'm sure you've seen this. I don't know if you've seen this, though, because this is it started a bit of a argument online. A father is speaking out. His 18-year-old son has been arrested. Dad says, my son is not a criminal. All right? Sam Campbell is the son's name. His father, Nick Campbell, said, we didn't want somebody to post this video online, but they did, and it's led now to my son getting in trouble. Here's the video in question. I'm going to mute this.
Sam Cam's in the slam?
Yes, indeed. Here's the video that got him in said slammer right here.
Whoa.
It looks awesome.
That was cool.
He's on a dirt bike, and he jumps all the way over a street on a dirt bike. He like went from one side of the road to the other, jumping over the sidewalk, over the street, over another street, and on the other side.
Oh, you know what the problem is.
It's like a daredevil move that he did, and it's probably bad. It's definitely dangerous.
He wouldn't have gotten in trouble if he had Red Bull sponsor it.
If there would have been an audience here in Red Bull, he might have gotten away with it. Oh, hold on. I'm going to see what his father says if they've got him actually in this clip talking about it. Here we go. All right, here's the video of the motorcycle.
We did not post that video. We, as a matter of fact, the video was posted very, very early on. Just after the jump, we requested that video be taken down, and it was. It got reposted about 30 days later. My initial, feeling on it was incredibly disappointed. Not in Gilbert, but with him. Like, come on,
with the poster?
You know better. He had to spend the night in jail. He was handcuffed and put in a police car. They put him in leg irons in the detention center for jumping. He's
in for jumping.
Chris Krause had the same issue a couple years ago.
All right, I have to tell you, probably not mega popular opinion, but this should be illegal. All right, it should not be legal for people to pull off without a bunch of permits and stuff, a bunch of stunts. He's jumping across 2 streets on a dirt bike. It's obviously insanely dangerous for him or anybody else to do this. Now, I know it's fun and it looks fun.
It's pretty cool.
But I do think it should be illegal. I still think that this is not something that Dad should be like, oh, he got thrown in jail for just jumping here. Like, well, it's not just jumping. It just the same thing would be true if I said I'm going to jump over the interstate. I'm just jumping.
I dare you.
Do it, pussy.
All I'm doing is setting up a ramp, and then I'm jumping over the interstate. No big whoop.
All you do is get a drone, you get a GoPro strapped to your head or the 360 cam, you get Red Bull slapped on the side of it, and it becomes perfectly fine.
If Red Bull's there, though, I feel like they've pulled some permits.
That's what I meant to say as well.
I don't know what the permits are, and I could be totally wrong.
No, they do pull permits all the time. Yeah,
I feel like it's a thing. Permit. Yeah, you're going to do a jump, and you're going to go to jail.
Put him in leg irons in the detention center. For jumping.
For jumping. That's it. That's all this guy did, all right?
And then the way he's like, we didn't even post it.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else
And then
did.
he's like, somebody else reposted it.
What? But he
They
said,
couldn't
Sabrina,
repost it without
he
you
said,
posting it.
he's like, I'm mad about this, but he's not mad at his son at all. He's mad at the person who posted the video online. Well, I mean, did your son not know this person was filming? I see 2 people filming your son as he's doing this stunt. Yeah, and as he's in the middle of the air, I can see the video of him, and then I see another person who's filming their own video. If we take a look at this person's filming, and then the person who's got the camera is filming. And why? Because it's an epic stunt. He did something really cool. It's awesome.
He nailed it.
He did. You're super talented, kid. You're great.
What do
Keep
you get
doing
in
it.
trouble for exactly? And why do you get shackles?
For
And I know
jumping.
it's not for jumping.
For jumping, yeah. As you heard.
What is the charge?
That's a good question.
Jumping
do not
a hill,
know.
a succulent green hill.
Father says it's for jumping. Maybe they say what the actual charge is here. Hang on, hold on. Did I mute this? I did. Right here.
For jumping. He's not a criminal. He's not egging houses. He's not vandalizing. He's not selling drugs. He's never done that. He's a racer. He made a mistake. It's been overwhelming. Like I said, he's very, very low key. He does not chase the spotlight. He does not seek validation.
Okay, but all right. Just for the record, here's my son. He's low key.
Super low key.
Yeah. He doesn't chase the spotlight. Does he jump over 2 roads on his motorcycle dirt bike? Yeah, but he's chill.
I mean, there's nobody in that extremely expensive gated community.
It's pretty dead around where he is.
Those trees are.
Hold on. Let's see what the charge was. Sam Campbell is his name. Jumpin' says the dad. He got arrested for this. It says a Gilbert teen in Arizona, that's somebody from Gilbert, Arizona, is now facing reckless driving charges after a dirt bike jump across a neighborhood street went viral, garnering more than 30 million views. He was arrested after the stunt. He launched his dirt bike 120 feet into the air, going 50 to 60 miles per hour. His dirt bike was impounded, and he spent a night in jail, they said.
Is there a way? Is there not an argument where it's like, that was AI? That was art. Well, you can't prove that I did it.
I think you might be able to try that, but then you'd have to have some evidence that it wasn't actually you. And they kept going like, nobody was injured. No property was damaged. Nothing went wrong. Well, let's say I went to the Empire State Building, and at the top of the Empire State Building in New York City, I said, I am going to, what do they call it? Free jump? Free
base jump.
Base jump?
Yeah,
I'm going to base jump. Hit the ground, and I'm alive. And somebody goes, you're under arrest. Why? Reckless endangerment. And I go, but nobody got hurt. Well, we still have laws against people trying these things. There is a GoFundMe. See if you guys can find Sam Campbell GoFundMe. What are they giving this kid for his motorcycle stunt here?
And
a friend started a GoFundMe.
He's so rich, dude.
They wanted to impound his motorcycle, they said.
So I'm seeing a couple
already
off the bat. Help Sam Campbell retrieve his impounded bike 8 days ago.
That's the one, I think.
Oh, and Samantha Campbell. That's completely different. Okay, so 8 days ago, we have currently 4,715 raised.
So they got almost all of it, what they were looking for.
148 donations. They need $5,000. Do you guys want to split the rest of it so you can get his impounded bike back?
I am not helping with the remainder, but $4,715 from people who watched this video, and they're like, this guy... Is that okay?
Message, man. We were just trying to have some fun, but bro got arrested.
Everything.
The cops are relentless out here and have no mercy. Absolutely anything helps. Anything appreciated.
Everything has multiple exclamation points. It says, help Sam Campbell get his bike out of the impound! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. We were just trying to have some fun, but bro got arrested. The cops are relentless out here. They have no mercy. Anything helps. Thank you, they said. And it's working.
$10 from Sam said, hopefully you can get your ride back in one piece. Stay up, fam.
This says, does this make any sense to you guys, or are we not cool enough? Let the kids go to Gapplebee's.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah, he hit the gap.
Yeah, he just jumped in the gap.
He hit the gap.
Jesus,
so they're saying,
man, you are 9'8".
He jumped over the gap, and then Gapplebee's.
It's a gap.
Let the kids go.
Like on skateboards, you hit a gap.
It's a stretch, but all right. I mean,
You're
see.
A stretch.
I know I am sometimes. I agree. From time to time, that could be true. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. This is why you didn't get Person of the Year, by the way,
Or
Josh.
to take a gap.
That's why?
Yeah, this is why you didn't get Person of the Year.
Next year.
Gapplebee's. Gapplebee's? No. The Forbidden Gapple would have been better. That would have been to let the kid have a bite. The Forbidden Gapple.
Oh, this guy goes biblical. Everyone knows Applebee's.
I would say that the Bible is more famous than Applebee's.
I don't think so.
It's 2025, so
it is the most popular book.
Up is down, down is up.
The Bible doesn't have a 2 for $20 entree deal, so write that down.
That is true. I cannot argue that. You're absolutely right. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, a couple of clips that we haven't gotten through today.
Oh, you're going to play that rejoin by Gapple Roan.
Now I can't. What if I was going to? What if I wanted to and this was the moment? I can't.
No cap. Yep.
No That's gap. Old now. No, nobody's doing that. The people heard it. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I don't know why I said that like that. Listen, we are going to take a break. We'll see what you think about all of this and more, and we'll get to the rest of these clips when we come back. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You won't be running into any surprises this afternoon on the major roadways. Just typical delays starting to pile up here on I-4 westbound before Colonial Drive. There's slowdowns approaching the city eastbound on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and Apopka Vineland Road. Expect delays there and slowdowns on Florida's Turnpike southbound before that Hancock Road exit. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. We'll share the story of how the most inspirational movie of all time, It's a Wonderful Life, came to be. You won't want to miss the next episode.
Hello!
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. Hey, y'all see Hard Rock?
Stand by, I'll be there in just a moment.
Y'all looking for me, John Daly?
No, John, we're just talking about Hard Rock Bet promos.
So not me, John Daly.
No, promos daily, like bonus bets or profit boosts.
That's my kind of promo. Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5 get on.
Really banking on nothing happening to the stream right now. As we get through the power hour into the final two segments, banking on nothing bad happening to the stream, because if it does, my remote connection to both the stream computers has been affected. I don't know why. I could probably go on another computer and remedy that, but remains to be seen. Let me try. Uh-oh. I think that means it needs to be updated. I think we need an update. That's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine. I'll fix it after the show. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We've got Secret Shows going live tomorrow. A new Secret Shows episode. One of the final of 2025. Is going to be going up as per usual Friday, 5 p.m. EST. What do you guys think, chat? The kid jumping over the grapple bees. Should he be arrested? Yes or no? Actually, let me simplify. Should he get in trouble with the police? Yes or no? The dirt bike kid. Our work internet has been spotty today. I don't think it's that. It's a couple of the computers on the network. There's so many of them now. They have a software that I use to remotely connect to them, and I think I've updated the software on all of them, save for these two, and it's caused the issue. No? Yes, but a slap on the wrist? Let him jump? I mean, he's jumping over a road in a populated area. There wasn't anybody there. Not arrested, but ticketed and a court date for sure. Yeah, I mean, the actual arrest part seems like overkill. That's why I wanted to simplify and say, like, should he be in trouble? And you have to think out two different possibilities. Possibility one, let him jump. He shouldn't be in trouble. Follow that trajectory where we go, if these younger people want to do these stunts dangerous stunts where they jump over roads and jump over the interstate, Evel Knievel your way through life and film it and stuff, that's fine. You won't get in trouble. No arrests. Or the other side of this was just like, you start showing kids you can't do this. You have to go through the proper channels to do a stunt. I think it makes more sense to stay on the side where it's like, you can't do this. Trouble, yes, but not jail. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think this is like a let them rot behind bars kind of thing. This is the reason Xers are so glad our childhood wasn't online. We did crap like this. It was normal. 0% chance you did this when you were a child. You may have ridden a dirt bike. I rode a dirt bike many times in my childhood. I never jumped clear over 2 roads. I never did that. You have to think, and I know this is like a what if, but I mean it. Like, what if? What if he would have landed the wrong way? What if he would have gravely injured himself, which is definitely a possibility, or even killed himself? What then? Because if he gets to keep doing it and other people get to keep doing it, trust me, that's the inevitable conclusion. 90 seconds and we're back live. Because you're a pussy? Come at me. Come at me. Gotta obey the rules of the road? I mean, yeah, but damn, that was cool. Well, hold on. I'm not putting it on trial whether or not it was cool to get on your dirt bike and jump clear over 2 roads and land perfectly. That is definitely cool. Everything about it was cool. It looked cool, probably felt cool, they videotaped it cool, it got millions of views online. All of that is good. He wasn't on the road, he was in the air? Technically. Here we go.
They're all long in flavor when Florida strawberries are in the mix. With sunshine in every bite, they turn any meal into a memorable moment. To see what Florida strawberries can do for you, visit freshfromflorida.com today.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays.
It's the most wonderful time.
Open the app and search Holiday and find Magic 107.7, Orlando's Christmas station. Plus stations playing specialized holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, plus tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and search Holiday to start listening.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
The iHeartRadio app now and search Holiday to start listening.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or 2 or 4. You're listening.
Well, that sounds good to me, too. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. The roast video should be up for everybody to watch on demand on Monday. That should be up for everybody to check out. So
Hot
keep your
diggity
eyes
dog.
peeled over on the website. Powerball's back up to the measure, the number that everybody says, okay, now this is the real deal. It's $1 billion. Once it goes over $1 billion, now I'll be all right, well, now I'll play.
Scammed.
Everybody goes, well, 930 million? Ew. God, I'm not playing that.
Can't do anything
Poor.
with that.
No, it's why are you so poor? And then $1 billion? Yes. Absolutely. I'm all about it right now. It's not the biggest in history, but it's over $1 billion once more. And it's brought people from almost all the states out there to take part in the next Powerball jackpot. Good luck, everybody. Godspeed. I hope you win. I really, really, really do. You can do it. I mean, I would say you have a better chance of winning this than landing the jump that teenager did on the motorcycle.
Just jumping. Just jumping.
Most people, by the way, seem to agree you shouldn't be able to do this, and there should be some sort of punishment. But he shouldn't go to jail. Like, you shouldn't go to jail for doing a little stunt on a dirt
ticket
bike
or something.
Yeah, like give them a fine, make there be some sort of penalty, so we don't encourage everybody out there to start doing their own stunts for social media. This is not Nitro Circus all over the place, but actually putting somebody behind bars for that,
a little much.
I could agree with that. I think that's too far. I don't want to encourage. I don't want to be like, hell yeah, buddy, get out there, do it again,
or blow them up like the boats.
I don't want to make sure that more kids are trying this, because literally it's something bad that will hurt people, but it was cool without a shadow of a doubt. All right, we want to see what you think about everything happening on the show today, as per usual. So do join us at a dispatch. How? You go over to thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. That's how you find the ability to send us dispatches, video, audio, anything in between. We love to hear from you. Hang on, let me get this updated here with our emails as well. Hold on, minor issue here. Don't worry.
Boy.
Nobody freak out. Not a big deal, everybody. I promise everything's going to be fine.
You sure about that?
I'm not totally sure, but I'm a tiny bit sure. All right, here we go. Let's see. Here's funny name saying they need some help. All right.
Hey, guys, happy day. You reach a large audience, and someone might know. It looks like north of Orlando, there's a pretty large fire burning, and I haven't heard any information about it. Just curious if any of the listeners know what's up with that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen any news stories, but I can see it, smell it as soon as I go outside.
Yeah.
I even got some ash in my leather jacket.
Ooh. It is, we are under attack, is what I heard.
Okay.
I have heard that.
This is how people go into panic.
Some sort of attack that's happening. They have not figured out if it is AI, the Chinese, or the Venezuelans. Don't know. Could be any of the three. Could be the Venezuelans. They're mad that we confiscated their oil ship. They're pissed off. Maduro says, I did say, don't worry, be happy, but I'm turning myself around on that. I actually want you to pay. And that is reportedly what is behind this. We'll have to investigate further, but I don't know. I mean, imagine it's like
something's burning.
Is it probably like a scheduled burn? They do this all the time, right?
I'm looking it up, and the only thing that I see is a fire rescue employee has been found guilty of sexual battery.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, and that might be related. It could be. Yeah, they're burning his body now out there in front of a crowd of people. Yeah, this is what happens. That's the punishment nowadays. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Hello, junkies, says Robert. Sean, you seem to love stories of old people who still breathe. That's true. So you may not like this one very much because she died, but she was/is the oldest person ever verified. And here she is smoking and drinking like the champ she is. Cheers.
Fatality.
Is this real?
Let's see.
Is some old lady smoking a cigarette. It says, oldest verified person in history, Jean Calment, 122 years old. Photo from 1992.
That's a very nice photo for 92.
I don't have a video of her, which I really would like. I like to hear the old people when they're of that age speak. I want to hear them say
so
something.
much in that video.
She might have. She is smoking a cigarette, so she's got that going for her. But I don't know much more about it. Let me look on YouTube. Was the oldest person who ever lived a con artist? What?
Oh, my God.
You guys have been scammed by this lady. She said, my body hasn't changed since I was born. What? Considered to be the oldest person. This is the lady.
She's terrifying looking.
To have ever lived worldwide ever. And there's a suggestion that she was lying. She died in 1997, this lady. Look at her with the shades and stuff. I mean, I dig her style. I dig her moves, but I don't know. It seems like you might have been hoodwinked. You might have been hit on the fake news front. This old lady could have been lying to you. That's it. That's what's happened. Couple updates for you real quick. We talked about the DoorDash delivery drama where this woman, She was from Oswego, and she went to a house. She posted her story on TikTok, and it went really viral. She said that some guy exposed himself to her, and then the video goes nuts. And I think
she
even
filmed it.
Yeah, she filmed it, and he got banned, I think, initially. And then they looked into it more, and what happened was the guy ordered DoorDash to be dropped off at his front door, a no-contact order not to be brought inside. She allegedly opened the door to his place, and he was passed out with like his pants down on the couch, completely passed out.
Exposed.
And she videotaped him inside his own house, and then portrayed herself like, she was a victim, like the guy set this up.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's been in court for the first time. Let's go to this story here. Let's see what we have as an update.
The Oswego City judge allowing News Channel 9 to record the proceedings. The first look at 23-year-old Olivia Henderson outside her popular TikTok page.
Their front door was wide open, and they were within eyesight of the front door, laying on the couch indecently exposed to me.
This is her last post, published October 26th, 2 weeks after her now-deleted video causing this controversy.
Yeah, she got
Working
charged.
as a driver for delivery service DoorDash, Henderson claimed she was dropping off a food order when through the customer's door, saw him on the couch naked. After posting her footage, she reported the incident to Oswego police as sexual harassment.
So she reported him to the police. They looked into it, and this thing took a 180, and they were like, no, you were the one who committed a crime.
Some of the claims that she had made on social media after the fact were not in fact true.
Investigators determined the man, drunkenly unconscious on his couch, did nothing wrong. But he found out lewd images of him were published for
The man cannot
absolutely
just pass
hammered,
out.
passed out with his balls out.
If he didn't do anything wrong, why are you making it sound like he did? All right, this drunken, unemployed loser naked on his couch.
Thousands of TikTok users to see. So police criminally charged Henderson with 2 counts related to unlawful surveillance. Court documents accuse her of recording, quote, intimate parts without consent when he had a reasonable expectation of privacy.
And to all those that have been supportive of me during this time, thank you so much.
For as talkative as she's been on TikTok until now, she had nothing to say while leaving the courthouse.
Yeah, I guess one thing she did say allegedly was she asked the judge to ban cameras in the courtroom, and the judge said, "Oh, now you don't want cameras to be involved," which is
pretty funny.
All right, I see it. I like it. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, by the way, somebody says that's a prescribed burn in the Seminole Forest. They're burning lots of acres. The woods have become very dense. Thank you, says Anthony. Thank you, Anthony, for the information.
How do you know?
That's what he's saying. I'm going on with Anthony right now. He might be wrong.
He pours gasoline.
That's what he said, at least. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And, of course, today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
Around the belly face down on the mattress.
Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And our Thursday does feature sunshine, but also some noticeably cooler temperatures. Plan for a high of only around 67 degrees, as well below our normal high of 75. And we'll also see some gusty winds with gusts up to about 20 and 25 miles per hour. As we head into tonight, we turn even colder. One of the coldest mornings we've had in a while, with a low of 45 degrees in Orlando. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll share the little-known story of how a fake doctor running carnival sideshows ended up saving thousands of babies. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Folks, it's been wild as far as weather recently, and you got to make sure that your AC is battling it out and keeping you as comfortable as you should be. Honestly, you work hard, you deserve it. To do that, you need somebody good on your side, somebody talented, somebody fair and honest on your side. That's where Mills Air comes in. They are ready to help you out just like that. They'll get somebody out to your place, one of these techs. They are the best of the best. They've fixed every type of AC out there problem, every issue that you can imagine. and they're ready to help you out in the same exact way. So don't wait any longer. Make yourself comfortable. Get the best team in town in there. It's 407. Here's the number for you. 407-277-1159. One more time. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
If upgrading your windows or patio doors is on your holiday wish list, Renewal by Andersen has the perfect gift for your home. During their December sales event, buy one window or patio door and get the second 40% off. And for the first 50 customers, enjoy a free True Scene screen upgrade for added clarity and insect protection. Plus, Renewal by Andersen is making it easier than ever to say yes. 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Their Acclaim Impact windows and doors are built for Florida, designed to handle.
Folks, thanks for hanging out today. Thank you so much. Rate the show, rate the show, rate the show. Rate the show out of 10. 10 out of 10 is a real winner, a humdinger. 1 out of 10 is a total loser. Forgive me. I have 2 problems. 1, I'm trying to get Today I Learned ready right now. My second problem is a big one, and it affects you. Some great ratings coming in. Really good stuff. Clever lines. Okay. Oh, buddy. I'm cutting it close over here. Folks, the bad news is I can't stop the stream. I don't have the ability. And I gotta get Today I Learned.
You could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Make iHeartRadio your #1 holiday app. Hundreds of non-stop Christmas stations like iHeart Christmas and festive playlists are waiting. Open the app, search holiday, and press play.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nickley. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickley.com.
Where breaking news meets broken people. This is the News Junkie.
All right. What happened? Hang on. Let's see. No, totally screwed. Totally.
Being a little. What panic are you trying to induce?
Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday here momentarily. I don't want to alarm you, but I can't stop the stream after the show. I have no ability, so it will have to
How
just keep
are you
going.
going to take your nap on the couch with the genitals out?
I just wanted a nice little
your DoorDash
delivery while I'm passed out unconscious on my couch. Now I can't do it. I can't shut down the stream.
Did you try unplugging it?
I mean, I know how to do it. I know technically how to do it, but there's an issue. So the stream will just have to keep going, I guess, until we can figure something out. No, it's not even a bit. I swear to God. I'm being honest with you. I can't get into the computers that are doing the streaming for some reason.
Let me get into the mainframe real quick.
You don't have access to any mainframe. I'm going to try again. Hold on. Don't show this, Josh. I'm just going to try again.
I'm going to show it.
It's porn.
Nope. I can't. I can't get into the computer that allows me to stop it. So the stream might continue. We'll just keep going, baby. Around the clock. Here we go. I don't know what happens after the show, but we'll see. All right, let's get into the final dispatches and all of that good stuff. Starting things off, as I said, dispatch time.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
Yeah! That's right. Yes, indeed. A lot of people seeing that smoke out there, just for the record. A lot of people with the smoke sightings. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's just some sort of burn that they're doing, and hopefully all is well. But now to the final dispatches. I'll get these refreshed so we have the latest and the greatest. Here's Junkhead. Hello?
I think we should make the old lady sound or old person sound the new wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Oh, he says, I think we should make the old person sound the new wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop. Then he did his. I'll have to turn you up, sir. Hang on. Hey.
Pop, pop.
It's not bad. I could tell what you were doing. Let's see. Here's, I'm not doing this one. No, I'm going to skip that one. A lot of people asking about the smoke stuff, but we figured that out, I think, as far as I could tell. Last one we're going to do will be that pool guy. Here's that pool guy.
What's up, junkies? I think banning kids from social media is probably the best idea that's ever been had in the past 5 years, period. When we grew up, if you had a bully, you went home, you didn't have to deal with them,
I think we heard from this guy.
But having somebody bullying you in your home through a media platform is way too easy nowadays.
Yeah, I think we heard that earlier.
With
that'll
the
have to do it for today. Period. Yeah. That'll have to do it for our dispatches, but you can send them in still and get some on tomorrow on the show. It's easy to do. The U.S. is still holding on to that oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela.
It's ours.
Caracas has said, that's the capital of Venezuela, has said it's an act of piracy. They're calling the United States pirates. The United States is saying this was a sanctioned crude oil tanker that was transporting oil to Iran. It wasn't supposed to do this. It was in violation of, I guess, some laws, and that's why they finally took this thing over. But it's an escalation between the United States and Venezuela. We'll see. Also, be careful out there in your houses. In Massachusetts, health officials have announced as of this week, they have the first case of an incurable lung disease, which results from exposure to something in your house. All right, if you get exposed to something in your house, you can end up with this incurable lung disease. It happens to anybody who has quartz countertops.
Son of a bitch.
For those of you who have those, quartz countertops, it says the disease is particularly associated with quartz, which has become popular because it's a good aesthetic and practical. And they said a 40-year-old man who has worked in the industry for 14 years was diagnosed with silicosis, which sounds a lot more fun than it is. The confirmation of this case is a tragic reminder that silicosis is not just a distant threat. It can happen to you if you're cutting, grinding, polishing, or done anything else on a source that is quartz, like a countertop. And that will do it. Actually, the other story I wanted to do, NASA has lost contact with a Maven spacecraft that has been orbiting Mars for the last decade. They said they abruptly lost communication to ground stations over the weekend. They said it was working fine, and then it went behind the red planet, and when it reappeared, nothing from this spacecraft out there.
Spooky.
So they're trying to get a connection once more at NASA, but for now, they have lost contact. Now it's time for us to get the hell out of here. Now, let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Oh, that hurts a little bit. Just for the record, we were talking about Bonnie Blue, that OnlyFans lady.
Yes.
They're getting her ready for deportation and blacklisting. She's going to be deported. She's not going to go to jail for 15 years like she was supposed to. She will be deported instead. Adios, muchacho, they're saying. Miss Bonnie Blue, get your whore ass out of here. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. And she was seen smiling and laughing as she was leaving the facility recently.
Oh.
Today I learned this company right here.
Apple, Microsoft,
Disney.
Oh, boy. Yeah, there you go. Disney.
Wait, did you do that again?
Oh, boy. Oh, I'm Mickey Mouse. I'm in the ballpark there. I'm not too far
You're
outside.
in a ballpark.
I'm in one of them. Disney made an exception to a policy that they have. Today I learned this policy was hiring no ex-convicts on any of their projects. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't hire anybody who had a record until they were getting ready to cast for a little movie called The Santa Claus. Tim Allen had previous drug charges, and he was an ex-convict. And so Disney said, we will make an exception. Now I think they've dropped this rule entirely.
Oh.
Today I learned the correct Italian spelling of the popular painting is Mona Lisa with two N's. Monna Lisa. That's in Italy. If you don't spell it that way, Mona in Italian is just the C word. That's total Mona.
You see what we did there.
Complete and total Mona. That's not good. You can't do that. So you got to use two N's. Today learn this guy right here.
Frank Sinatra.
That's right, Frank Sinatra.
Oh, blue
Frank
eye.
Sinatra's mother, Dolly. You don't hear much about old Dolly Sinatra. She enjoyed gambling, and when she visited her son when she was performing in Las Vegas, she'd gamble all over the place. Because the casino knew she didn't like to lose when she played and they didn't want to make Frank Sinatra mad, the casino staff would rig a slot machine so that she would win every single time she played it.
Better times for sure.
That's fun. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you want some losses in there.
Really mad.
Yeah, they said they rigged it. They rigged it so she won every single time she played. So Frank Sinatra didn't get upset that his mom was losing in the casino. A 2006 study, today I learned, found that couples who have a TV in their bedroom have sex half as often as those who don't. Couples without a TV
now, when
in their
you're
bedroom,
watching the right TV show.
With couples without a TV had sex about 8 times a month. Couples with a TV only 4 times a month. And finally, today I learned this band right here.
Nirvana.
That's right, Nirvana indeed. Nirvana once played as an opening act to the band The Tragically Hip back in 1989 in Madison, Wisconsin. Those fortunate enough to go to the show saw both bands that were relatively new at the time. There was 40 people total in the audience.
Damn.
After that, a few more, I think, would go see Nirvana. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone.